This is the Storm Warning Show. Turn the radio up. Let's go. You're listening to the Storm Warning Show at BKS1Radio.com. You're listening to the Storm Warning Show at BKS1Radio.com. Turn the radio up. BKS1, BKS1, BKS1Radio.com. Turn the radio up. BKS1, BKS1, BKS1Radio.com. Turn the radio up. You're listening to the Storm Warning Show at BKS1Radio.com. You're listening to the Storm Warning Show at BKS1Radio.com. Turn the radio up. BKS1, BKS1, BKS1Radio.com. Turn the radio up. BKS1, BKS1, BKS1Radio.com. Turn the radio up.
Wyclef Jean, BKS1 Radio. Let's go.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Hi, this is Melba Moore, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
Yo, check it out. What's the deal? This the chef. Giving a big shout out to my peoples. Big KS, you already know what it is. Salute.
What's up? It's your girl Monifa, and I'm hanging with BKS1 Radio.
Hi, I'm Iyanla Van Zandt, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
BKS Radio, baby.
Hey, this is Jasmine Guy for BKS1 Radio.
What's going on? This is Lamont Rooker, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Shout out to BKS1, the best kept damn secret in the business.
Hey, what's up? This is Raven Goodwin from BET's Being Mary Jane, and shout out to BKS1.
Hi, this is Leon. You're watching BKS1 Radio.
BKS1. God bless y'all.
Hey, I'm the queen of comedy some more, and right now you're rocking with BKS1 Radio, and this is the Storm Warning Show. Hey, I'm the queen of comedy.
Welcome. Another Thursday night, the official Storm Warning Show. We are here.
Absolutely.
I am happy to be here.
I am happy to be here.
Shout out to everybody on the check-in. Peace and blessing to everybody on whatever platform you're watching us on.
Yes.
We are officially in the building. You know I'm always excited.
Always.
Because my partner in crime is in the building. Got to clap it up.
I like these
Yes.
Always good to be here.
Listen, going to be an awesome show tonight. So
Yes.
no matter what platform you're watching us on or listening to us on, click the share button,
Share
it out, let people know we're out here. We got an awesome guest in the building.
Yes, we do.
He's going to give us a little history lesson on some things and tell us about what he's got going on as well. Yes. So, I'm excited about that. But first, I got to have some fun with my partner, and I got to introduce my other half over here. 1/3 of the R&B group Allure, my people's, my favorite Puerto Rican, Hurricane Kiss. Yes.
Puerto Rico.
Yes.
Puerto Rico.
Welcome to the show, everybody. I see you. We're going to shout you out in a minute.
Puerto Rico.
Make sure y'all share
Hey,
it
you
out
go
the
to
process.
the right? Like that? Okay.
Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico.
Yes.
As always, I gotta give it up for my man, 100 grand that sits to the left of me every Thursday night. If it wasn't for him, the Storm Morning Show would not be possible. I like to call him DJ Storm, no, the general. El General, El Chocolatito, El Jefe. That means El General también. That means the chief.
Yes.
So, but he likes to be humbly just called DJ Storm, no, the general.
Yes.
So,
Peace and blessings. I'm just happy I woke up this morning.
My boy Blue.
I'm just happy I woke up this morning.
So how are you? How are you feeling?
Good. Lots been going on. We had a great Queen City Street Fair in the city of Plainfield.
I missed it.
It was awesome.
It was beautiful,
people turned out. Mm-hmm. They said it had to be 4,500, 5,000.
That's awesome.
Up in there, it was crazy.
It looked seriously packed.
Yeah, it was crazy.
More than the last one.
It was bananas.
That's awesome.
But shout out to everybody on the check-in. We got more things in the city coming up. Don't forget, next week, actually, Saturday, we are doing, me and Hurricane Kiss, along with the city of Plainfield, the
Yes,
ultimate
karaoke
party.
Yes.
So when you say ultimate, it's different than the other karaoke parties. Do I have the flyer for? Yes, I do.
Yes, you do.
I'll show y'all the flyer right there. I sit right there.
Yes.
And that's going down. We're gonna have 3 viewing screens for karaoke and all of that.
Which is wild.
Come on out, have a good time.
Saturday, August 30th. It starts at 7 p.m. and it's going to be located at the PPAC Performing Arts Center, and that is at 724 Park Avenue, Plainfield, New Jersey.
Yes. Come on out, have a good time.
Yes.
You know how we do. We're going to turn it up and just have some fun. Bring your best shower voice.
Bring your best shower voice. And come just to have fun. I think people take karaoke a little bit too serious. Like, you got to be this, like, grandiose singer. Just come and vibe and sing your favorite song.
The worse you can sing, the better.
Right.
All right?
That's usually how it goes.
That's what that's about. What that's about. And also, I'd be remiss if I don't bring up Frozen Fridays.
Yes, absolutely.
Because that's where we're at tomorrow.
That's where we are tomorrow.
We are at the American Legion
Post
in
119 in Denellen.
Yes, Denellen, New Jersey. That's Frozen Fridays.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a lot of fun. Shout out to our sponsors, Smack and
Rolls, Tom Murray, yes,
Tom Murray,
and also shout outs to the owners, Terry and Pete, who are
and our
so
bar
gracious.
stars.
Bar stars are Tanya and Raquel. Yes, she likes rock. She likes rock.
Yes, so come on out to Frozen Fridays.
Yes,
we start at 6:30 p.m.
Yes, and you get the earlier you get there, you can get some free wings.
Yes,
and then you can also indulge in some smack and rolls, and you can purchase them too because the truck is always in the back. So
Absolutely.
please, as long as as much as you can get something free, still go in the back and support because
Absolutely.
the food is amazing.
And don't forget, listen, shout out to another one of our sponsors. Shout out to NJ Pack.
NJ Pack, yes,
NJ
absolutely.
Pack, September 20th. This guy will be there.
Yes. Hey,
Mike X will be there.
Yes.
September 20th at NJ Pack. Get your tickets at njpack.org.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to bring the funny.
Oh, yeah.
And we all need to laugh at
Yes,
this time in life and society and how we live it now.
Mm-hmm.
We need a good laugh. So September 20th, come on out and just enjoy yourself. Have a good time.
Yes.
And then on October 2nd,
Raphael Sadiq.
You know Raphael Sadiq.
Absolutely. Tony.
He's doing his no bandwidth concert. And that's going down at NJ Pack. So get your tickets now, njpack.org.
Absolutely.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes.
All right. And also, before we introduce our guests, I just want to congratulate you because I know you was a part of the Making Strides for Cancer event.
Yes.
And you were honored. You spoke, and you're going to be honored as well.
I'm going to be honored October 4th in the Bronx at Bay Plaza. On Tuesday. Actually, in fact, the only guest speaker.
So you were supposed to do a 5-minute speech?
A 5-minute speech, yeah. But, there were other survivors in the room, so I was under the impression that they were going to speak as well. And then it turned into, no, it's just you, baby girl. So I got up there, and I shared my testimony, and it was beautiful just to be... Oh, you got it?
I got a little clip.
As she shares her journey of resilience and hope with us. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up one more time for Keisha Band.
I was not ready. I was like, okay, fresh out the gate, let's do it. Can I remove this? Yes. How's everybody feeling tonight?
All right.
Well, first and foremost, I want to give praise and honor to God for even allowing me the opportunity to stand here and speak to you guys tonight. God is good. All the time. And all the time. God is good. So I'm just going to give you guys a little brief synopsis of my situation and just the process that went through my mind and my heart and in general. So, when I was approached with the opportunity to speak to you all tonight, I instantly got nervous. Anytime that you have to sit back and write a speech about something that happened in your life is just an opportunity to reopen memories of things that were either beautiful or they almost broke you. My name is Akisa Mendez, mother to a beautiful daughter, Ori, grandmother to my 2 beautiful grandchildren, Joseph and Savannah. I'm also 1/3 member of the R&B group Allure. When I was 19 years old, I gave birth to my daughter. A month after that, I lost my beautiful mother to an unexpected aneurysm. That to me was the worst day of my life. She was just 44 years old. A fear grew in me that had me afraid of what the rest of my life was going to look like. From that point on, I went on to travel the world and see places that I never thought I would ever see with my girls. During that time, I think I took life for granted at times, when it came to staying on top of my health, of course. I went to the doctor as many times as I needed to when I wasn't feeling well. But in 2018, I started noticing pains in my breasts and my hair falling out in large amounts, but I ignored it. I figured maybe it was just stress because life be life. It wasn't until after COVID, which was a terrible experience for all of us, where I realized that I had forgotten to get a mammogram in so long. In the same breath, I called my doctor to schedule a regular routine appointment. And I scheduled my mammogram as well.
Now I'm gonna stop right there, because towards the end of the show, I want to play more of the clip.
Okay.
Towards the end of the show, but I just want to say I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I want to definitely give a shout out to Darlene and Claire, everybody who was responsible for even inviting me out to share my testimony. Shout outs to my girls, my sister Shartae, Jared, Justin, my nephew Jalen, who came along, just everybody who was involved. It was a beautiful event, and just to be surrounded by so many women who have been affected with this disease as well, and to be able to share my story and give them some type of hope, no matter what the situation is, was a beautiful thing. So I really, really appreciate that moment.
I just want to applaud you.
Thank you.
I'm so glad you beat this thing, and you're a survivor.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Amen.
Yes.
To God be the glory.
Yes. Now I want to bring on.
Yes, please, because he just asked me earlier, and she's still crying.
I want to bring on a very talented guest. I usually run into him at a lot of the City of Plainfield events and everything, doing his thing. Always working, always in the cut.
Jack of all trades.
Yes. Doing a lot of things. Great guy, cool guy, humorous guy. But he's very talented. He knows what he's doing. He knows his way around the camera, definitely, most definitely. And he's very insightful when we talk about some of the history of black culture and everything. So I want to just bring on to the show Brian Branch Price. Famed photographer and also black cowboy.
Yes, sir.
He got the nice hat on. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. I'm so appreciative to be here. I really am. And I'm glad you mentioned the word culture, because we have so much in our culture that we brought with us in this country.
Yes.
And I just have a piece of it. And what I'm here to talk about tonight is the black cowboy culture and the Western culture. And I'm working on a project, have been for a number of years. And hopefully by middle next year, we'll have the book out.
So let me ask you. Let me go back a little bit, right? So when I seen you all around and everything, you was doing your thing, your photography thing, and you have a lot of credits to that. I mean, Associated Press. The list goes on and on and on and on. What gave you that passion for photography?
I'm glad you asked that question. My family was almost like a welcome wagon to some folks, and Art Sears moved to town from Cleveland, and he was an ebony writer for Ebony, and from time to time he'd bring Monita Sleet over to the house from New York to Jersey. And Monita Sleet, if you don't know Monita, his photograph from the funeral of Mrs. King with her daughter sitting on the lap.
Yes.
Very famous photo. So he was a mentor of mine. And back in the day, you can just reach out to these folks and call them and talk to them. and what have you. So that's kind of got my edge into photography. I've always been a news junkie. I didn't know which direction to go into.
Right.
That was it. Yeah.
Now, what would you say, right, was the thing that caught the eye of like the Associated Press? I know you was affiliated with some other organizations and everything. You received some awards and all of that. But what is you that you've done that you think caught the eye of like, you know, an organization like the Associated Press? Because everybody can't.
Yeah.
No, that's a tough cookie to crack. You have to put your work in. I mean, you know, in journalism, photojournalism, you can't always start at the top. You got to start at the bottom, and I did. I worked in small papers in Jersey, down in Atlantic City. I had a bunch of internships. One of my best internships was in Detroit, where I met a lot of bigwig photographers like David Turley, Eli Reed, and Hugh Grantham, who brought me along the way. And they pretty much told me to practice and do it every day that you can to shoot. And I had some other mentors like Sharon Farmer and Roland Freeman and Dudley Brooks, who all brought me along on their shoulders to help me keep my eye focused on images. And I specifically like to focus on the black culture.
And you know what? It's funny. I knew you was coming on, but I know we was going to talk about, you know, the whole black cowboy thing. But I wish I would have asked you to send me more images of some of your photography too, because I would have definitely shown them. But I do want to show this one image, and you can explain.
Go right ahead.
What this image is about.
I'm glad you showed this image. These are the cowboys and cowgirls in Okmulgee, Oklahoma. What's about to happen is I'm gonna get into a Pony Express. It's an event that takes place in a rodeo, and so the kids are sitting up on the chutes because they want to see this event. It's a very popular event. Right. So that's what's happening there. They stop from the barrels. They stop from this to see the Pony Express race, and so they're sitting up on the chutes. Now, mind you, the bleachers are all full, right? And the whole arena is full. Even under the bleachers with the fence, you can see people peering through to see this event.
Right.
But this I thought was very eye-catching to see this, and fortunately they're not looking at me. They always seem to find the camera when they see me, but they were doing the thing at this point. And that's in Okmulgee, Oklahoma.
It's a beautiful image.
Yeah,
I love it.
You know, great image. Great image.
And then, I don't know, there's just something about black and white images that are just so like, there's a richness to it. You know what I mean? Like, even if it's something that was just taken yesterday, the black and white just kind of gives you like this nostalgic feel.
It brings
like
you in.
Yeah,
brings you right
definitely
in.
ties you into everything. Yeah. Okay, so as far as photography, what was the moment that you had? Because my dad was a photographer.
Okay.
He used to take pictures of us all the time, you know, as kids, and as we grew up, me and my sister just loved the camera. As normal, I'm always with the camera in my hand, you know, just trying to find a shot of anything beautiful. But what was that initial moment that you had that let you know, like, yeah, this is what I want to do? I'm
glad you raised that point. So I'm at Howard University, 1980, 81, and I'm at the Congressional Black Caucus. Okay. And I'm working with the Hilltop. That's a student paper. And they had an assignment to cover the caucus. Andrew Young was there. And I said, oh, great, I get to meet Andrew Young. So he said, I don't know, something happened, and he was very tearful, right? So he started crying in public. So I'm the only photographer there covering ourselves. So I got the shot. The late Herb Denton, who was a reporter for the Post, Washington Post, asked me, hey, you get that shot? Can you turn it in? Right. And, you know, my photo teacher, he didn't really like me too much, right? So I was taking photo classes, so I turned the picture in. And the next day, the picture ran of Andrew Young on the second page of the Washington Post. So my photo teacher said, you're starting to understand what's going on here. I said, yes, I'm finally getting it. So that was the picture that really got me into photojournalism of Andrew Young, because, you know, he was civil rights. This is the early 80s, so, you know, 10, 15 years earlier, we're just coming from 64 to Civil Rights Act and everything, so everybody's still popping and still current.
Right.
And Ambassador's still with us. Right.
So, okay. Now, it's crazy because, like, I've seen him at events like Queen City Film Festival and a lot of the big park events that, you know, Plainfield's known for their Cedarbrook Park events and everything like that. And I've seen some of the shots he's captured, and I'm like, wow, okay, you know. And my whole thing is, you know, anybody think they can just take a cell phone and like, psh, psh.
Right. And it's funny because a lot of people, like what you just said, people don't know that, like, it's a serious thing. Like, it's not just like you're taking a picture.
No, yes.
You know what I mean?
Do you have, okay, so you're in a line.
Can you get to my website from here or not?
I'll try. This is why I kind of needed this stuff before.
Go ahead.
So when you're in a crowd and everybody's taking pictures of something, and you're in line too to take a picture of something, and you see everybody with their cell phone, right? As a trained and professional photographer, do the cell phone snappers kind of make you upset or mad?
Well, at first it was pretty annoying because the arms go up in the air, right?
Yeah.
And it blocks your view because my camera's eye level. So it's hard to do a workaround, and people don't understand because they all want to get a photograph, but are they really going to use it later? And I'm there as a paid person to really capture the image, so it's important to me that I get the work. So I guess what you do is you kind of figure out how to work the different angle on this, a different lens, something that's going to set that apart. So I've been in situations covering I didn't cover this president, but I covered everybody from Reagan, and until I think was it Bush? No. Anyway, no, it was Clinton. They all started having their phones, and they would get above the podium. And then we're in the back row, and the risers in the throw 30 feet away, and all you see is cell phones up in his face. So how do you get around that? And so you have to go up higher, and you have to do some other things. So and I try to tell folks we're all here working. If you guys don't mind, just kind of move to the side. I know it's important to you, but we're all here working. What can we do about that?
Right.
So.
Now, the Black Cowboys, did that whole, where did that whole interest come from? And did it start with you having to do a photography job for the Black Cowboys? Where did it start?
I'm so glad you asked that question. It started in 1972. My grandparents took me to see Buck and the Preacher. I don't know if the audience knows Buck and the Preacher, but that was with Sidney Poitier.
Yes.
Harry Belafonte and Ruby Dee, right? And my mouth was open and quiet through the whole movie, watching these black folks on horses shooting at certain people. I didn't get it, but I was astonished at what was going on. And the reality is, it was a wagon train leaving Louisiana to go west for Homestead in Colorado. And if you all read Isabel Wilkerson's The Great Migration, this was a true fact when they left their homes to go west, and Denver was popular, and they didn't just have cowboys out there. They had bankers and politicians and doctors, and there's I think they call it 5 Points in Denver, where it's very populated, where black folks settled. There were a couple of black towns out there, so that got me started with my interest in cowboys. And then about, I would say 20 years later, I saw some black cowboys at a parade in Delaware. And that piqued my interest to find out more about the black cowboys. That's where you really see them in our area in Jersey. You see them in the parades, but there's really much more to that than just the parades.
Right. So, okay. So here's the thing with me as far as cowboys, right?
Right.
Coming up with my father, all I knew was John Wayne, right? John Wayne and Clint Eastwood, and the Magnificent Seven back then looked a little different than how when Denzel, they redid it and everything. So it's like, for me, I just thought cowboys were Caucasian, right? And I'm being honest, right? When I was younger, I thought cowboys, this started with them. Can you shed a little history on, like for people that thought, like myself, thinking that all cowboys were Caucasian, like, can you share a little history about the black cowboy?
But even that, I think that it was more so that people thought that cowboys were just like fictional characters, not that there's an actual thing out here. You know what I mean? Like,
And what qualifies you as a cowboy?
Those are some great questions. So, Oklahoma and Texas will fight you over who's the original. But I went to interview a fellow named Larry Callis out in Houston, outside of Houston, and he was telling me the history of the Black Cowboys, how it got started. And he would say, if we don't have time for this, fine. But I said to Larry, how did the Black Cowboy come about? Where did the term come from? And he would say, well, in 1821, the Jones Ranch had enslaved black men who were houseboys, farm boys, and there were men who worked the farm, who worked the animals. And in 1821, you weren't called Norm, right? You were called the N-word or called boy, right? And so they had to work the animals and the cows, and they would say, boy, go get that cow.
Right.
And that's really much how the term came. Right. And if we move further to the middle 1800s, a lot of New Yorkers they were fascinated by the West. And the New York Times sent reporters out west to Kansas, to Dodge City, because that's where the Cowboys were bringing in the herd. It's a cattle drive, right? And they interviewed the townsfolk, say, hey, we want to see the Cowboys. We're the Cowboys. And the town folks, this is New York Times stories. They would talk to the town folks, say, well, the Cowboys sitting out there in front of the saloons. And they would say, well, I don't see no Cowboys out there in front of the saloons.
Right.
And the townsfolk say, don't you see those two guys on the corner? Those are the Cowboys. Now, the white guys were called horsemen, cowhands, but being called, you can't really call a white man a boy back then, right?
Right.
So that's where the term came from, but today it's a universal term, right? And I just want to express you off of that. It's a universal term, so you can say black cowboy is redundant, but even, let me speed up, even in the 70s, black folks didn't like to be called boys, right? So they liked for horsemen. But that's the lineage. Now back to your question, Kiss. There were bank robbers, right? Jesse James had a gang, and there was two black guys in that gang, right? Everybody knows now Bass Reeves was a Lone Ranger. He was a black guy. He captured over 3,000 outlaws, right?
Wow.
So not everybody was a cowboy. Like going to Oklahoma, because you heard the Trail of Tears, right? So we were a part of that. The Buffalo Soldiers, right? They part of that. They marched them out to Oklahoma. There were free blacks. There were enslaved blacks. If you heard the news lately, the Creek now have the Black Creek men, black freemen now are back in the Creek Nation, which is entitled to a whole bunch of stuff.
Right.
It's a whole other story. But and they had one crazy guy named Cherokee Bill, who was a black freeman Indian, who was one of the worst allies of them all. And I have to give dab to Art Burton, who really told me, he has these books out on black cowboys and lawmen and stuff. So, this is the history of the black cowboy up until today too. And ladies, we have Stagecoach Mary, and I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you this right now. There was a sister who owned the property in the Rio Grande of Texas. I kid you not. I have the research. I have it in the book. But back, they didn't want the property. They didn't want the area. So she ended up having the property in the Rio Grande,
right?
Which is very popular out there, and I believe it's in Texas. So there's a lot of history and culture. I did a little story on when I went out to Texas to hang out with the Prairie View Trail Riders. They have this pig roast, right? As part of the trail ride. It's an open pit, right? And so it takes them 24 hours to skewer this hog, right? And so I'm trying to figure out, well, who's the pit master? Brother there, he was the pit master. So I'm doing some more work. Listen, ladies, here's a big one for you. So I'm doing a research on a pit master. So I come to find out in 1740, 1840, one of those 40s, a sister was the pit master and had 7 men working the pit. And it all comes from barbecue. Now, barbecue is Portuguese, and Spanish, Indian, but when black folks do something, they put their own spin on it, right?
Right.
So today, the American Pit Barbecue was founded by Mary John in Pine Bluff, Arkansas, not Kansas City, Gates and Vine.
Is she actually credited for that, throughout?
You can look her up. You can YouTube. You can Google her.
Because they changing Google now.
I know it's still there.
They're deleting a lot of our stuff, brother.
They haven't. They don't know the part yet. They don't know that.
So
part
this is why we got to have people like you on, and I can actually call you based on what you're telling us right now. You're basically a historian. So it's we need these stories. This is one of the reasons why I had the good brother Brian on, because it's a lot of our stories that's getting erased, or put to the bottom, or books are getting banned and all types of stuff. So we have to keep these stories alive. This is important history.
I appreciate that. Yes.
Yeah.
Very important.
It's funny mentioning the pit. I think about even with Latinos, how they do the pernil. They call it pernil, and they roast the pig.
Right.
Same deal. But it has to come from somewhere.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So in the barbecue, people will fight you. They'll say, "I got the best. East Texas has this," but the original pit barbecue. The woman, she got it was in a paper in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. So that's still out there. You guys can look that up. But I'm discovering a lot of stories as I go out and talk to people. And one thing I want to mention is the generational legacy that we're missing today, because most folks in my generation, I didn't have the opportunity, was send the kids south to be with their grandparents.
Right.
And the grandparents would put them on the horse. And they would learn how to ride, girls and boys, right? But the grandparents are key because they keep that lineage and focus together with our children. I think we're missing that today as we see certain things going around in certain places. But having that connection with your grandparent keeps the legacy from their generation down because your parents are trying to get it together too, but you can see where your parents came from.
Right.
Now, back to answer your question about a cowboy, you're working the farm animals, which means you're lassoing them, you're touching them, you're stepping into stuff. You're getting used to it, right?
Right.
So cowboys, they work the animals, they work the cows. Some of the cowboys will say the rodeo cowboys are the true cowboys, and some. And that's fine because they're on the bulls and they're on the horses. Then there's trail rides, right? There's difference with the trail rides, and they're still working the animals. And I want to say this: James Beckworth. Have you heard of James Beckworth?
I heard the name.
So he discovered a pass in Sierra Mountains, I believe, where you can take your wagon train. And listen, y'all know wagon trains, they wagon trains. They don't go up the hills like horses, right?
Right.
So he discovered a path to California. This is a black man who was a pioneer. And believe it or not, I found another brother just like him out. He's from Plainfield. He moved out to Crested Butte, Colorado, and he's credited for the City Slicker because they have these cowboy camping where you go from one part of the area to the other part overnight. Right. And so when you go back and look at that City Slicker movie, this guy got credited for these tours he gave. So, and so I encourage people to find our roots, our legacy, what you like to do, so we can preserve it.
All right. So now, how did the whole correlation with cowboys, especially black cowboys, and line dancing and dancing music come together? Let's talk about that.
All right. So earlier,
let's get these boots on the ground.
Yeah, get these boots on the ground. So earlier, let's talk about that, right? So I don't know if I said earlier, but the first country music song was "Goodbye Old Pain" by Charlie Willis, black guy. First country song. So we got that straight, right, folks? First country song was done by a black guy. So the trail riders is different than a rodeo. Rodeo guys are athletes. They come in, they travel 6-7 hours to go to the rodeo and do the event. So they get there, they do the thing. They're pretty much done the next day. But trail riders, you come in on Friday night. You have a little get together. Saturday night is a trail ride, a big event that You bring your horse, you go out for 2 or 3 hours on a ride. If you don't have your horse, there's things going on at the campsite, and each trail ride is different. Right. But Saturday night is the party, right? So I found myself at the Ebony Horseman Trail Ride a few years ago, and Michi was there, right? Michi was there, Moochie was there. These cats are local artists who record, and if you're down south, you know their music. They don't come up here, right? So, but it's not untypical to see 803 Fresh at a trail ride, right? They don't really go Google Gaga over him because he's a regular, right? But he's blown up, right? So when Beyonce, she has her music, right? And she's from Houston, so Houston, she knows cowboy music. She knows country western. I don't know why people get upset. Other people get upset about her. Right. But 803 is, when you go to the trail ride, they have a platform and they perform, and people will dance. Will make up line dances to their music. Okay. And that's where it comes from. So 803, him and Fantasia just did a cut. Yeah. They just did a remix on that, and they're both from South Carolina, but I don't know if they're from the same town or not. Right. But when you go to a trail ride, especially I would say Maryland and South, you'll see these activities with the line dancers. And line dancers has been around for a long time.
Did you ever meet 803?
No, but I met Michi. Michi does trail ride. He does a couple of other songs that were popular before 803.
Was that the biker song? I think he got a biker song.
Yeah, I don't know that song. Yeah. But and then you'll see King South who did. Is it King South who did? Roland, I got 3 man, whatever.
There's another one, King George.
King George, right? Yeah. So his song was popular years ago. Keep on rolling. Right. So that ran for over a year online. You can see that stuff. So these guys are at the trail ride singing a song. You'll see them. What you have to do. It is a secret. Black cowboys are a secret, but it's not a secret. It becomes popular when you know where they are. You just have to ask them, and then you're into this world. Like, where have I been? Right. So there's trail rides all up and down the East Coast. There's sisters up in Hartford. Right. There's a black group called the Ebony Horsewomen who ride. Right. And so I interviewed them. It's all about research, and it's a sister group that run that, and we run all the way to California. We got some groups up in Canada. I haven't been there yet. In Mexico, the Caribbean, and South America. So the cowboy culture is alive. Today, on my the company I work with, Zuma Press, they took a picture of the deputy president. He was here in the U.S. He's in Kenya today or yesterday with a cowboy hat on. In Kenya, of all places, he's in Kenya, and it's not. And I've seen Instagram movies where people are doing line dances with cowboy get-ups in Nigeria. Right. So it's just spreading. Yeah. The culture is just spreading. And then Larry Callis did say about cowboys from Africa and how the horses got here. The Mustang horses that the Moors brought to Spain, and when Christopher Columbus came over, he brought those Mustangs that the Moors left in Spain over here. So I just encourage you all to find your story and keep it going, and not let the burn book people, the banned book people do stuff. We'll have our own libraries, when this stuff runs over. Yeah. So that's the trail ride was a cattle drive. And they would have your grandson, 8 years old, on a trail ride. I'm sorry, a cattle drive, taking the cattle from Texas to Colorado. Texas. An 8-year-old boy, he's enslaved. What's he going to do? Right. He's out there for 6-7 days on the trail with grown men. And Art Burton told me the story. He says, yeah, they get out there, and that's where the legacy goes. I've been riding. They said my granddaddy put me on a horse at 2 years old. Yeah. And it's common.
So real quick, I'm gonna show a couple of clips. I want you to introduce the guy that's in this clip right now.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
The brother that's in this clip.
Let's see what we got here.
So tell me who. who he is before I show the clip?
Larry Callis.
Larry Callis.
His voice is kind of scratchy, so bear with him. Bear with me. He lost his voice some years ago. So he has a museum in just outside of Houston.
All right, here's a clip. If you're just joining us, you're officially on the Storm Warning Show. We are talking to Brian Branch Price, famed photographer and Black Cowboy. All right, and we're about to show a clip. And after I show the clips, Brian will elaborate a little bit more on the clip. So here's a clip.
It's Cowboys. Wait, say that again. Start all over.
People would, when they took the cattle from here,
from Texas,
they first took them to New York. They drove the cattle from here to New York. Then they rolled back here, and then they said, "Okay, we can make more money." In Kansas, they took the cattle to the railroad station. That's when people start seeing cowboys, black cowboys.
So
they said, "Let's
talk about that." Go ahead.
The Moor Africans invaded Spain riding highly adapted warrior horses, hot-blooded desert horses in Africa invaded Spain in the 700. When they invaded Spain, Spain wanted those horses. They went down into Spain and acquired those horses. Now they call them Mustangs. That's what a Mustang came from.
Wild horse.
Christopher Columbus brought the Mustangs over here in 1492.
From the Moors?
No, from Spain.
Well, wait a minute. Back it up. The Moors invaded Spain.
Took over Spain.
For
800 years.
Yes.
Then Spain kicked them out in the 1500s.
Okay. So relate that to the horses. I'm trying to get related from black folks with horses to horses here in America.
Yeah,
so
they just started. Christopher Columbus brought the horses in 1492.
The horses that the Moors left over.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
They became Mustangs instead of hot-blooded desert horses.
Okay, hot-blooded desert horses. Okay. Okay. I knew there was a connection. So. Now start all over. Cowboy. Go ahead.
Cowboys came from Africa.
Mm-hmm.
They were working cows. Africa riding horses. Black man invented the saddle, the bit. I have a bit from 1200 to 1400. Right here in my museum. I'm going to show you. They came to my museum. They said, "Hey man, what you doing having this hanging up right by the door?" He said, "Do you know how old it is? It's between 1200 and 1400. Made by the Moors." Now, how did I end up with it? God. I bought it at a garage sale. $125. He said it's priceless. That's the oldest thing I have.
Wow. Let me see you say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the first cow is worth.
How do you know that?
They come from this Jones Ranch. The Jones Ranch was invented, or they made the Jones Ranch in 1821. They had a boy in the house. They had a boy that worked in the yard. They worked the cows. He was called a house boy, a yard boy, and a cow boy. That's where the word came from. Slaves, right here in Texas.
I want you to right on. That was nice.
Wow. So this kind of like got me. Said black man invented the saddle, the Moors.
Right. Yeah, the Moors, yeah.
Invented the saddle and then the bit piece that goes around their mouth. Too.
Well, yeah, the bit was part of it. I mean, it came along.
Right.
So that's 1,300, 1,400, right?
That's crazy.
So now I don't have the picture up there, but the early cowboys, you can look at an early cowboy show. They don't have the breast strap, right? They just have the under the belly strap.
Right.
But nowadays they have the best strap. So you know, authentic cowboy when they back in the day when they wore no breast strap that kept the saddle from moving forward. So there's a lot of things that black folks have done and contributed to the horseman.
So is there a particular, before you go, is there a particular website like people can go and get more of this information that we're talking about and we're discussing today, or where can they find some more information?
Well, I appreciate that question. I have a bunch of images on my site called brianbranchprice.com. I have other work up there too, more specifically my cowboy stuff. Hey folks, I'm also raising funds. I got a GoFundMe page.
Talk about it.
I got a GoFundMe page. Let me tell you, I've been to 20 states over the past 4 years, and I think I got about 2 or 3 grants totaling like $5,000. And each trip, folks, is it's like $1,500. It's no joke, right? You got to rent a car, you got to rent the hotel, the flight,
right?
And so I'm raising money now for the book, right? The book is about $40,000, so any dollar amount is fine. I would appreciate that to get the book out. We'll get it out next year. I got 2 publishers that I'm bidding it. I got Dudley Brooks, who's a former Washington Post editor for the magazine, editing the images, putting together. I got Susan Mango Curtis, who is a top designer. She's going to do my cover. And I got a few writers that are going to write for me. But I appreciate that. And you can reach out to me at brianbranchprice@mac.com. And I can also forward you more work.
Can you put that in the chat?
Yes.
And we'll put it on YouTube as well.
So say it one more time.
My website is brianbranchprice.com, and you can connect with me through the email at brianbranchprice@mac.com.
Okay, and the GoFundMe
and the Kickstarter. It's on my website. You'll see the menu. You can go right there and go down, and I appreciate any contribution. Okay. Again, we're just trying to raise a few bucks to get the book out and get it printed and get it out to the people. It won't be on Amazon. I guarantee you that. It'll be in black bookstores. I'll do some MC Hammer out the trunk. I mean, I'm going to go. And one of the things I want to say
you can get it on Amazon.
And one of the things I want to say is that I wanted to make the cowboy history local, so when I go visit folks in each state, they can identify that I'm in Baltimore, I'm in Oklahoma, or I'm in Kansas. So that's the thing about that.
Absolutely.
I have one little quick question.
Go ahead.
Right? So in the state of social media, how everything is on social media, how do you feel about, like we talked about earlier, like the whole boots on the ground and King George, when they make these things a trend? And now you have this generation, you know what I mean? Like kind of like jumping into this, that they love, because we love line dances.
Right.
Who doesn't?
Right.
But do you think that it's overkill, or do you appreciate it because of the fact that it kind of does? And I think you have to tell people to kind of like do more research, but just the fact of having it in your face and being able to like throw up a video dancing to a song like that, do you think that it opens the eyes of like the younger generation to be able to get more educated? And you think it's a blessing in disguise, or?
See, other folks will say no. I would say yes, because it's a bridge, right? Because the younger folks don't have that cowboy stuff, the trail ride, the line dancing music. Right. But when you bring them in, they'll still see it, and I think it's a bridge. It's a new generation, and real quickly, the old cowboys wear long sleeve shirts. The new cowboys are white beaters and boots, right? But to me, it's legacy. They still they'll get the understanding of that, and the trail riding, the 803 Fresh, keep playing it. Keep playing it. It's part of the culture. I have no problem with it. I mean, I might unplug the fan, but I'm okay with it.
Right.
And let me tell you, he did one show where all the line dancers had the fans, right? And then he went to the next show and nobody had fans, so that's where you got that. Where the fans at?
Right.
So he tells that in his story. So that was a big part of his song.
See, a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah. Right. So and that's how songs are developed and written. So One other thing before we go, if you want to go to a couple of rodeos, I suggest you go out to Tulsa, Oklahoma to see the Black Wall Street on Memorial Day. You go to Boley. Boley's a black town, and so you spend a day out there. And then if you go on second week in August is Okmulgee Black Rodeo. You still go to Tulsa, see the Black Rodeo. You might even see Charlie Wilson hanging around. I don't know, but and then the Bill Pickett's here in September, but they're sold out. My man Ivan McClellan has 8 Seconds Rodeo in Philly in October, so you might want to see that as well.
Awesome.
Listen, once again, I want to thank you for coming out tonight and sharing a lot of this information with us. Again, Brian Branch Price, famed photographer, Black Cowboy, but also I'm going to dub him as historian as well.
Yes. I appreciate that.
Yeah, historian as well. And we're going to definitely welcome you back. And let us know, too, your progress with the fundraising and everything for your book and everything. And definitely, when you get that book out and everything, come on back.
Come on back.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, the name of the book is called The Original Cowboy, an American Institution.
There you go.
Nice.
We need that. Yeah. Again, thanks, brother. We appreciate you for coming on.
God bless you all.
God bless.
Thank you so much.
Yes, again, for those that's just joining us, that was, oh, man. Brian shared so much. Brian Branch Price. And definitely go to his website. Again, that is
brianbranchprice.com.
Yes, and take a look at it. And again, awesome photographer and everything.
Absolutely,
so definitely go follow him and support him. All right. Now, this is where we get to the crazy part of the show, where we start talking about some of these hot topics and a lot of things that's going on around the world. So if you're just joining us right now, share it out right now.
Absolutely.
And I'm quite sure this is you're going to be interested in a lot of the stuff we talking about tonight, me and Hurricane Kiss.
I'm going to give a couple of shout-outs real
Yes.
quick. Shout-outs to Denise Sparrow.
Shout out to Denise
Elder
Sparrow.
Jason Hawks.
Yes.
Patricia. Hi, Soups.
Hey, what's up, Soups?
Shushu Kelly. That's a new name for me.
Yes,
Shushu
I like
Kelly. We got Tracy Abram in the house.
Shout out to
Alicia
Tracy.
Jers Dixon. Revy, my girl Revy D.
Revy
Yes.
D, DJ Revy D.
And I got to shout out my boy Majesty, who I think is watching from YouTube.
Yes.
We had on last week, and this is his shirt,
Yes.
y'all.
Kiss, tell them what's going on.
Organized Unity.
August 30th.
Yes. August 30th, if you haven't heard, I'm going to tell you again. We are going to have the ultimate karaoke party, which is going to be located at the PPAC Performing Arts Center in Plainfield, New Jersey, 724 Park Avenue. It's the ultimate karaoke party with none other than DJ Storm Norman, your girl Hurricane Kiss. It's going to be dope. We have 3 viewing screens. It's free admission.
Some food.
We're going to have some food. And we might have some mimosas.
lot
right?
of fun. Like, we may have some little sips.
Might have little sips, but you know.
But there'll be beverages in the building.
There'll be beverages in the building, but just come with your shower voice, come with good vibes, come with good energy.
Lot of fun, going to be a lot of
fun. I mean, if you've been to Frozen Friday,
It's called the
karaoke,
Ultimate because we're going to take it to the next level.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If you've been to Miller's, it's going to be maybe 3 steps up from that. So
yeah, we're going to have a
gotta
good time.
come out and have a good time, and just be ready to sing a song and just vibe out.
Absolutely.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Now, look, a lot's been going on.
Oh my gosh.
And again, just a lot of craziness in the world, right? So I want to talk about this situation where, okay, so you meet somebody. Can y'all be honest? Like, who's been on the match hookup sites?
Never. I'm too scared.
Well, technically, Facebook and IG is like becoming a match.
Facebook and IG, yeah, but I think, to be honest, I've never used a dating app, right? But in one situation, I did meet someone online, but it was also through a mutual friend of somebody who was dating a family member, so I trusted in that because they knew the person. So technically, it wasn't like that's how it started. You know what I mean? We met through a mutual friend. But for me to like go into my DM and everybody's like, "Oh, hey, what's up?" we're not doing that.
All right, so
yeah.
Let me get this situation straight. So this young lady, I guess, hooked up with somebody that was in her DMs, right? So the brother was in her DMs, and they finally went out and went on a date, and the date went left.
And you're not gonna believe why it went left.
The date went left.
Left.
But can I?
I was about to ask you what I think you're about to say.
Can I relate?
Can you not only can you relate, but what would you have reacted the same way in that situation?
All right, so here's the situation. So okay, let's dissect this thing right here. So basically, woman reveals her date ditched her in the middle of dinner because she didn't know how to eat steak correctly.
Ouch! Look how it's hanging out her mouth.
So he ditched her. Now look at the picture. Let's look at this picture.
Alicia said, "Nope, never."
Let's absorb this.
Yeah, let's zoom on in.
And wow. All right.
So you know what I gotta say about that real quick? Remember how back in the day, where there was always this like running joke about, oh, I ain't trying to go out with no salad eating man.
Right.
Remember, like girls that act like, I just get a salad. I want people, guys. I used to always hear guys say, "Yo, be yourself. Like if you eat, it's cool."
But
blah, blah, blah.
So let's look at the correspondence. So this what happened. So basically, the brother got up
and said he was going to the
act
bathroom.
like he was going to the bathroom. So the brother got up, act like he was going to the bathroom, right? And so she hit him with the text.
Right.
So first she said, "Hey."
So I'm gonna be her. You're gonna be you.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Ready?
Mm-hmm, go ahead.
Hey, are you okay? You've been gone from the table like 10 minutes.
I left.
What you mean you left? You haven't even paid and you said you were going to the bathroom.
I paid for my food.
Dude, what the I hope this is a joke.
The joke is you, a woman that's almost 40, picking up a steak and biting it like you're a damn animal. You're embarrassing and classless. And I hate I ever hopped in your DM. You're nothing like you appear to be on the internet.
No. I only allowed you to take me on a date so I could get a meal. Damn, she sounds real just broke and hungry.
Yeah.
Ain't no way you playing in my face like this. A real man would have shown me how to eat properly eat the steak. If you broke and you can't afford me, you shouldn't have took me on a date. I don't have the money for this food. You need to cash at me.
Sure, you got your meal. You just got to pay for it. Be blessed. Big rabbit teeth.
Yo,
big
he
rabbit
call
teeth.
her rabbit teeth. H-O.
He said, "Be blessed, big rabbit teeth." Oh,
you know what?
Wow.
That was the end of the conversation, right?
And then this basically.
So this is her.
She says. So
her name is Shan Lavelle James. She said, "I finally let this guy take me out after he stayed in my DMs begging for a chance just for him to play in my face and walk out on me at the restaurant. If y'all men can't afford to take women out, stop begging for dates. It's sad he had to come up with a lame excuse just to leave me stuck with a bill I couldn't even afford." And the crazy part is, his issue was me not knowing how to eat a steak. Like, be for real. As a man, it's your job to teach me, not embarrass me. So not only is he broke, but he's lacking masculinity too. I'm exposing him because the world needs to know how he did me.
All right. So I'm going to keep it 100. Right?
Keep it 102.
So Storm Norm before Sandy.
Oh, Lord.
No. Storm Norm before Sandy, if I was in that situation.
Yes. What was
right?
Done?
And we sitting across from each other. And old girl ordered the steak. No, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. And I saw this. And I saw this, right? Me, I would have made a little jokey joke out of it.
Like, damn, girl, you know how to put it down.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, you hungry, huh?
Right.
I would have made a little joke.
Uh-huh.
And then I would be like, look, I'd be like, give me that fork and knife.
Right.
This is norm. I would then give me that fork and knife. I went like this. I'm like, get that steak out your mouth. Right? This is what I did. I would have been like this. I would have cut it up for her. Real talk. I would have cut it up for her. I'm like, you know what? Let's put a little steak sauce on that. Put a little steak sauce on it, whatever like that. I would have took one of the pieces I cut up and I would have fed her. I would have put it in her mouth.
Okay.
That's me, right? And then she would have been like, she probably got the gist of it. Like, yeah. You
she
know?
probably would have thought it was sweet initially that you
And
were
I
going to
still
feed
would
her and do whatever.
I would still make
and
jokes.
you
I'd
made
be
light
like,
of
take
it.
human bites.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
well, and hopefully that would have went over
That's-
well had she had a sense of humor.
again, but that's if I liked her.
Right.
Like
but let's
that.
just say, right?
That's if I liked her like that.
But let's just say that was your first date, right? Let's say that was your first impression of her, right? And even though you made light of it which I feel like, in any situation, whether it was on the other side of the board, I would have probably done the same thing. But would you have given her a second date, or would you have taken that like first impression, like
again,
I really can't do this?
If I liked her once I met her, I might have went on a second date with her or whatever like that. I would have gave her the benefit of the doubt, like it's just like the whole what you call that, the regular fork and salad fork situation.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
How most people don't know.
Some people don't know and whatever like that. And I get it. Like, I'm gonna be honest. If you're not used to certain environments, right? If all you ever been is to like, no disrespect, like Red Lobster or McDonald's or
Sizzler.
it's like that, and you haven't been like to Ruth Chris and places like that or whatever. Granted, sometimes you got to teach certain etiquette.
Yeah.
I'm keeping it 100.
But you know what's so funny? I'm thinking about my first situation where I went out to like this banquet for the first time. It was like this formal banquet. And I was young. I think I might have been like 20, 21 maybe. And they were like serving all the courses or whatever the case might be. And everybody's like, oh, we're going to have salad, blah, blah, blah. And I went to go grab the dinner fork, right? But the guy next to me, he kind of tapped me and he went like this. And he wiggled the salad fork in front of me. I was like, oh. So I caught on. And after that, I said, thank you. I was like, thank you. I was like, I didn't even realize whatever. He was like, no, he said, you never know how people look, and I don't want people to like see something and then like try to like make an impression of you because you don't know about a fork or whatever. And it's funny because my mom used to always, she would do things like, oh, when you finish a meal, you put the knife in the fork and that means you enjoyed it.
Right.
If you have it on the side, that means it could have been better or whatever. And I learned a lot of stuff like that. But at first glance, everybody doesn't know about that.
Right. So So Tracy, let me read Alicia, and so shout out to Tracy and Alicia. Alicia said if she didn't know how to eat steak, she shouldn't have ordered something she knew how to eat. She didn't know how to eat. That was mad ghetto. Tracy said she sounds ridiculous, but he could have ended the date early and never went out with her again.
Right. But then Alicia also said he didn't have to bounce like that. She didn't know how to use a knife.
No.
What do you think?
First, I think the brother was wrong how he handled it.
Yes.
Right. So let me clear that up. I told you how I would have handled it. Right. She is a little ghetto. She is a little, she's a little ghetto.
A little ratchet.
She pronounces it Tarjay instead of Target. I could hear her saying that. No, I'm just saying. But he didn't have to bounce like that. And let's keep it. Ladies, Tracy, Alicia, let's keep it 100.
That's crazy.
That's a little too much right there.
But also,
that's a little too much right there.
We've had discussions.
That's a cheap ass steak anyway.
It looked crazy. Right. We've had several discussions about scenarios like this, right? And this is exactly why, for all of our viewers that watch us every single Thursday, you've heard every conversation, every scenario. If that's the case, that means you've heard me say 1,000 times, right? This is why I appreciate my mom teaching me about Dutch and teaching me to say, if someone invites you out, yes, then it is that person's responsibility to pay for the meal, to pay for the date, whatever. But always have some money in your pocket. And I'm not going to say that things don't happen, life don't be life, and sometimes, finances are a little straight, whatever the case may be. But this is why I stress the importance of, even if I invite you out, have something in your pocket. Yeah. If I get invited out, I need to have something, because you never know, anything could happen.
Facts.
Not just Shorty bouncing on her, but
that was crazy.
The fact that she was making it about, because you said you was going to pay for this and I'm broke. That's not his problem. You get what I'm saying? So to save yourself further embarrassment, aside from being left at the table with a steak hanging out your mouth, at least have money in your pocket so that way if something happens like that, you can pay for your own meal and you don't got to complain about it. But that whole situation was just
crazy.
Locura.
Now, let me ask you, Tracy, Alicia,
yes.
Denise, listen.
Tracy said
all
it was
regulars,
too much, I agree.
Yeah, all the regulars.
Yeah.
Did y'all hear about this radioactive shrimp?
Yes, I did.
So my whole thing is, I'm like, yo, but the crazy thing about it, just some weeks ago, I think it was in South Carolina somewhere, they was talking about they got nuclear wasp.
Yeah.
Right? And then something else. But here's the thing.
This is, man.
Here's my whole thing. What I need y'all to understand, and hear me out. We living in different times now, right? So it says urgent recall. Walmart Great Value brand frozen raw shrimp has been flagged for radiation. FDA warns public not to eat after multiple lots affected. Now, we're going to read this, then I want y'all to hear me out.
Yes.
The U.S. Food and Drug Administration, FDA, has issued a warning advising consumers not to eat, sell, or serve certain Great Value brand frozen raw shrimp sold at Walmart, citing potential contamination with the radioactive isotope cesium-137, CS-137.
The alert comes after U.S. Customs and Border Protection flagged shipping containers from Indonesia's BMS Foods at 4 U.S. ports for possible radiation. Subsequent FDA testing confirmed positive results for CS-137 in shrimp samples. While the agency stressed that no contaminated shrimp has entered the U.S. food supply, it has ordered a recall of BMS Foods shrimp shipped after the flagged containers.
All right. So I'm gonna need y'all to understand
That's
something.
crazy.
They saying Walmart and Great Value.
Yeah.
If shrimp became radioactive, do you think the shrimp just decided to say, we only going to become radioactive with Walmart brands and Great Value?
Right.
No. There's more types of shrimp.
Absolutely.
There's shrimp from all over that's probably radioactive or whatever like
We
that.
know what it is because they know that the majority of people that want to go buy things in bulk, where the prices are reasonable, you're gonna go to a Walmart, you're gonna go to a BJ's, you're gonna go to Costco. So they're gonna affect them. They're gonna target. They're gonna target these areas and they're gonna target these consumers.
Yeah,
that's sick.
Yeah, it ain't
That's
just
why I know
Walmart.
This is not no
It ain't
by
just
chance.
Yeah, it ain't just Walmart shrimp. It ain't just Great Value shrimp.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you, and it's funny because there's another story that I'm about to talk about, that kind of relates to this whole thing.
Yeah.
You gotta understand, since your boy got in office, a lot of protections, a lot of regulations, a lot of government protections, a lot of government regulations, right, have been cut, have been stopped.
Yes.
Right? So all these inspections and everything, and that's supposed to keep us healthy, right?
Right.
Everything they was doing that was supposed to keep us healthy, like the inspections and regulating certain things and saying they can't have this, whatever like that. This area has to be safe and clean and all of that. All of that, most of it has stopped.
Yeah. Yeah.
All around, just so they can save money and use it other places. So if you think that it's only the shrimp from Walmart and it's only the Great Value shrimp, you're sadly mistaken.
Right.
Be careful, people. Be careful. Be careful. So now, these are the things that's happening around the world that make somebody like me really, really want to become vegetarian and really want to become vegan and really want to start buying my own seeds and planting my own stuff and growing my own vegetables and whatever.
Honestly,
I get it. We got to pray. We got to pray on our food and all of that.
Yeah. And take precautions when you're about to cook and clean them correctly.
Yes.
Because you can't trust that. You can't even trust the vegetables or the fruits because pesticides and parasites and all these things. They're purposely doing things to make it harder for us to be able to buy food and eat it like we naturally do.
Right.
There's no reason why we have to go through all these. I don't remember growing up and my mom saying, oh, we're going to go to the store. Because my mother was a fruit head. She would always get cantaloupe. She would get all these things. I don't remember ever going through baking soda, vinegar, and water rinses just to force parasites out of doing that. We used to just pop them in our mouths.
Right.
Right? Apples, just rinse them off real quick. My mother would, dab it with a paper towel and eat her apple. Now you got to soak things in vinegar and baking soda and leave them outside in the sun for 24 hours and put them under your booty. It's just too much.
Something is going on. I got to run this clip because she's humorous with it, but she's keeping it 100. I got to run this clip real quick. Check it out.
Well. It's via the way the United States.
Hold up.
If you purchase shrimp from Magamart.
My bad, y'all. Hold up. Here's the clip.
Well. It's Tuesday, and here's your PSA for the day. Via the way the United States. If you purchase shrimp from Magamart, a Walmart, baby, don't eat them. Go look it up on the internet. It's everywhere today. The shrimp coming out of Walmart are radioactive. radioactive. Radioactive shrimp. Baby, 2 weeks ago we learned that there are some wasps in South Carolina that are nuclear, dear. They're radioactive too. And last week we also learned about the bunny rabbits in Colorado. People thought it was AI, honey. People called me a lie. No. The bunny rabbits in Colorado put jackalopes to shame, baby. But either way, don't eat the shrimp today. This is your PSA. Do not eat the motherfucking shrimp coming out of Magamot, honey. Take to the interwebs and research this expeditiously to make sure you do not get the radioactive shrimp, honey. Oh, just another day in the United States of hell. Lord have mercy. Well, it's
as humorous as she was, she on point. Yeah,
She's on point with it.
Y'all heard about the rabbits too? These rabbits are getting growths.
I did not see that.
Growths out of their head, whatever. Little horns, rabbits getting horns and all types of growths out of
that's evil. That's sick. That can't be normal.
No, and I seen it. At first, I said, "Is this AI?" Like she said, "No, it's not AI. It's real. They've been talking about it on the news, whatever."
Oh my God!
All in a certain section.
Listen.
So
I'm gonna say it again. Keep praying. Get closer to God because man, they are trying it. I want to give real quick. I want to. Alicia's funny. She said she should have just ordered a soup. Trace said, I guess it's a good thing because she hates seafood.
Well, I can't eat
Dang,
seafood.
girl. Well, he's allergic too.
I'm allergic to seafood, Tracy.
But also, everybody who's listening, everybody who is, watching tonight, please give a special prayer out tonight for Alicia's son. She said, do me a favor, can you all pray for my son-in-law who is being deployed to the Caribbean Sea to fight the cartels? Definitely going to keep him in prayers, Alicia. Yes. Absolutely. Yes, you don't even have to ask, girl.
Wow.
God bless him. Jesus, Lord. The cartels is crazy.
Crazy.
My
wow.
God.
Yeah. Moving on. Pray for our brother Lil Nas X.
Yeah, but you know what? Because Ori is kind of a fan of his, and I sent it to her. She said, I don't believe that in this last shit because he be trolling. Like he does things purposely.
He does, but no, they
I
did.
Said purposely.
They did find stuff in his system.
They found stuff in his system?
It's like he was ODing.
Because he looked like he was just trolling, like he was playing around. He didn't look like he was like under a substance.
He's ODing.
Oh man!
So let's read a little bit of this, and then I'm gonna show y'all the clips.
So it says Lil Nas X was hospitalized after a scene unfolded in Los Angeles early Thursday morning. Video obtained by TMZ Hip Hop showed the rapper walking down the middle of Ventura Boulevard around 4 a.m., dressed only in underwear and cowboy boots. At one point, he pointed towards a passing vehicle's camera, muttered about heading to a party, and even placed an orange traffic cone on his head. Multiple residents in the Studio City area reported the incident to police, initially describing a nude man walking in the roadway. When LAPD arrived, they encountered Lil Nas X in the street. According to law enforcement sources, he allegedly charged towards officers before being subdued and placed in handcuffs. Paramedics on the scene were told it may have been a possible overdose, and he was transported to a nearby hospital for treatment. TMZ reports officials say he remains hospitalized and could still face charges related to the incident.
Yeah.
Charges for walking in the street?
No, but check it out.
With cowboy boots
he ain't
on?
black man.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Here's one
he
of the
ain't
clips.
hurt nobody. Oh, my God.
Oh, yes. Yes, get my good side. Every side. Yes. Boom, cat, tow. Pow. Sean Bankhead taught me that one. Yeah! Hey! Yeah! Woo! Yeah! Batty boy, want you give it to me, baby? Batty boy, want you give it to me, baby? That's gonna be a beautiful sunrise. Give me that phone so I can throw it. I want to throw it far away so you never see it again. I don't like phones. Don't miss the party tonight. Why are you still here? You need to be telling everybody about the nah. Hey, don't be late to the party tonight.
Where at?
You know where it's at. Nah, go ahead, babe. No. Go ahead, babe. No. Didn't I tell you to put the phone down? Uh-oh, somebody's gonna have to pay for that. Da.
Hey, for everybody coming to the party. La, la, la. Yes, I am serving you. I am serving you. And you better be at that party tonight. Oh, yes. 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 Yes, get my good side. Every side. Yes. Boom, cat, towel. Pow.
What?
All right.
Okay.
Wow. What just happened?
Okay.
What just happened?
Okay. Well,
What just happened?
because God knows I'm not laughing. This is not funny. What baffles me is those streets look desolate as hell, right? I know it's 4:30. It's Las Vegas, whatever.
4 a.m. in the morning.
But where are his people? And if he was doing anything, if he was taking any type of drugs or whatever the case may be, what's wrong with y'all letting him go outside in the street at that time of night and nobody's with him and nobody's stopping him? Because I know that he is a troller. He trolls a lot. He does stuff purposely to get attention and whatever the case may be. But that's kind of crazy.
Now, here's the thing. I don't know what drug he was taking. And shout out to Tiff. Tiff was good. Tracy. Let's read some comments. Denise is praying. Yeah, I'm praying like you, Denise.
Alicia said, "Oh, he on that stuff."
Yeah, he on that stuff.
She said he's walking like he's in the New York Bull. Tracy Abrams said, "I'm speechless."
And Tiff said, "See, that's because he was pretending like he was lap dancing on the devil.
Yeah.
Now he lost his daggone mind
for dancing
and dabbling with the demons." Listen.
Yeah, that video took me out.
I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm rocking with Tiff on this one.
Yeah.
You can't play. You've seen how people in the past, when you play with Jesus and the devil, right? And it's almost seemed like you selling your soul, whatever. You cannot play with that and think you're not going to lose your mind and you're going to be looking crazy or whatever like that. That boy done lost his damn mind. Jesus. And for them to take him to the hospital because they said he was ODing. So whatever he was in his system or whatever. And it's funny because, remember, at one point with the cowboy joint, what was that, Old Town Road?
Old Town Road, yeah.
Or something like that. He was on the top. He was on the top. Nobody cared whether he was gay or not. What his sexual preference was.
But it seems like the minute he came out with it, he was just like, and
then he
went left.
He went right into Dancing with the Devil.
Yeah.
And then boom, here we go. Here we go.
God.
I'm sorry.
I really hope he's okay. I mean, either way, but like, y'all got to do better. Like management, parents, whoever. Like, where's your people?
You hit it right on the head. Where's your people?
Seriously, where's your people?
If you saw me doing that, you'd be like, no.
I'm choking you out.
I already know.
I'm dragging you by your collar.
I already know.
And bringing you to the front of the house.
I already know. Tiff would have rolled. Tiff would have rolled over to the crib.
Never will we ever be in a position to allow each other to look
would have
crazy
been like, what's
that.
going on?
Yeah, there's no way we would. No.
Jeff would have been like, giving me a speech. I already know the deal.
Yeah, there's no way.
You got to wear your peoples. Your real peoples got to be around you.
That's
your
terrible.
real circle got to be around you.
And that just shows the mindset of like this industry and where it's at. Like they don't care whether you rise or fall, as long as you look stupid and they making money off of you.
Facts.
Like that's terrible.
Facts.
That's really terrible.
Oh God, let's read some comments.
I hope he gets better.
Let's read some comments.
Tiffany said, "Right, Norm, exactly." That's all I can see. I don't
yeah,
know anything else.
yeah.
Let me go to YouTube. Hold on.
It's just craziness.
DT said he just needs to stop.
Yeah.
What's up, DT?
Shout out DT.
Shout out to Born King.
Shout out to Born King.
What up, Majesty?
Yeah, man. Yeah, we got.
Brian Branch just commented and said, "Thank you, team."
Oh, salute
on Instagram.
Salute
I think.
to Brian
Yeah.
Branch.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's insane, man.
All right, I gotta show y'all this. I was trying to show y'all a video clip. Okay. Let me switch from what's his name? Lil Nas X. Yeah, because that just threw me for a loop, few loops. Okay. So women got to be careful.
Yes.
Now, with these, we're gonna show the stalker one, but I want to talk about the fake ICE agents, because it's been going
I heard about that.
crazy all over. So, masked men pretending to be ICE targeting women. Unfortunately. All right, and listen to what this brother is saying is real because there's been so many reports now of fake ICE agents. So we got to be careful out there, especially our women.
Everybody be careful out there. There's now masked men who are pretending to be ICE agents or law enforcement, and they're grabbing women, and unfortunately there's already been 2 rapes, one in North Carolina and one in Maryland. There was an attempted rape in New York, and that guy then assaulted and robbed a woman when the attempt failed. And they're all saying the same thing, either law enforcement or ICE. They're mainly targeting Latino women. One of them had a fake badge, the others didn't have a badge. But the problem is ICE goes around in mass with no badges. So when a masked man comes in with a badge, no badge or a fake badge, there's no way for women to know whether they're law enforcement or not. So if you don't cooperate with law enforcement, they're going to add a lot of charges to your accounts. But if you do cooperate, turns out it's not law enforcement, it's a total disaster. That's why law enforcement and ICE should never, ever be in mass. You should always represent a badge. That's how we do it in America. Everybody be careful out there. There's now...
Listen. Crazy, man. Your boy DT, he set us up. I'm just saying, he set us up, man. Set us up for failure. Because it's going on all over the country now. Fake ICE agents walking around, effing with people for no reason, kidnapping people, and raping women. So
but they're doing that everywhere. They're doing it with Amazon, with Con Edison. Like, just they're showing these fake badges and pushing people in their homes. Like, you got to be careful.
Yeah, you got to be
keep your head on a swivel for real.
Super careful. And
as Ori, I come to the door with a bat anytime because I just don't trust nobody.
You got to.
I don't trust nobody.
You got to. And let's talk about this. So
yes,
be careful. Creepy man follows women down the street.
Yeah.
I see things like this, though.
Absolutely.
I actually see things like this.
And not for nothing, I think this is what's this is why I I like the whole idea of the Ring cameras and all these other things, but I also love the fact that her friend responded as fast as she did, because had she not, we don't know what he would have done.
All right, let's watch the clip.
You know Lacey?
We can't answer the door right now, but if you'd like to leave a message, you can do it now.
It's not my mom. Lacey! Huh? This guy's following me, Lacey. Who is he? I don't know. He's been following me since. JR!
Boss, what up?
He's been following me since I've been calling you.
JR, just coming out.
Okay.
Call the police. He's in his car?
No, he's been following me since 60 seconds.
Call the police.
I tried not to get excited. I just kept crossing the street back and forth.
I didn't hear the phone.
I thought I was running. He was gonna like grab me. So, hi. I'm on 6214 Halmaya Roses Road.
Like people just don't care. They're getting bolder and bolder and bolder.
Down.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, no, it's getting crazy. And like you said, broad daylight.
Yeah.
We got to protect our sisters.
Yeah.
Shout out to Fat Lace. Fat Lace on the check-in. He said, yo, he
Hey,
bugging,
Jay.
General. You would never. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are wilding. And
Cersei, like,
yeah, we got to start.
Unhinged.
Shout out to Fee. Felicia, what's good, sis? Yeah.
Hey, Felicia.
Yeah, shout out to Tasha Folk Wise. What's up, fam?
Tasha. Oh, we saw
What's up,
Tasha
mama?
last week for the first time. So beautiful in person. Thank you for coming.
Yes, appreciate you. And don't forget, tomorrow we'll be at the American Legion Frozen Friday karaoke.
Yes.
It's going down in Denellen, 137 New Market Road, Denellen. Come on out, have a good time
Yeah,
with us.
6:30 p.m. sharp, y'all.
Yeah, and I want to see all y'all in the building August 30th. Yes. We doing the ultimate karaoke party along with the city of Plainfield at the Performing Arts Center in Plainfield. That's located right on Park Avenue, 724 Park Avenue.
Plainfield,
Coming
New
out.
Jersey, yes.
Yes, it's going to be with DJ Storm, Norm the General, myself, and Hurricane Kiss. We're going to have a good time.
And we got some special people coming out to have fun with us and do karaoke. You're not going to believe it. We're going to just let it be a surprise when y'all get there.
Some karaoke vibes. Yes.
Good vibes all the time.
Good vibes. So come on out and have a good time.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go on to this next thing. But that last story just freaked me out. Got to be careful. I'm going to lighten it up a little bit before we go into this other thing. I like this chick, how she responds to scammers and telemarketer callers and everything, and just how she deals with it. So this is a funny thing, but this is how she deals with scammers calling and telemarketers. Here's the clip.
Okay.
What happens when bill collectors call my phone? Hello, may I speak to Felicia Hooper? You have reached Word of Truth Family Church Nigeria. We are not available right now, but the good news is that Jesus is always available 24 hours a day. Man is unreachable, but God is never unreachable for you.
May I speak to Phyllis Hopper, please?
Down Home Southern Insurance Company, we got policies. If you die, that ain't gonna make your dead gun pockets cry. How can I help you?
I'm looking for Phyllis Hopper.
Oh, honey, I don't have nobody here by that name. I've been working here about 15 years, and I don't think I know nobody. Is that somebody you're trying to get a policy for?
I think I got the wrong number, ma'am.
Okay, baby. Well, hey, while I got you, would you be interested in a dead gun policy? Hello?
Hello, I'm looking for Felicia Hooper, please.
Thank you for calling AT&T. I'm talking with new customer. We are running special right now. 256 gigabyte iPhone for $0 down. When you are switching from another carrier, would you like to talk about setting up mobile service today?
Hello, I'm looking for Felicia Hooper.
Thank you for calling the Bell Sweet Factory. Well, we got the best food in the DFW coming all the way from New Orleans, baby. How can I help you with placing your order today?
So this is not Felicia Hooper?
Oh, no, baby. This Bell Sweet Factory where we got the best food. Now, if you want to place a to-go order, I can help you and everything.
May I speak to Felicia, please?
You're talking to Helga.
This is not Felicia?
You are talking to Helga. I work for the Russian government. If you're not calling about the status of your green card, I cannot help you.
Hi, I'm looking for Felicia Hooper. This is a recorded call.
Thank you for calling Hollywood Nail. You want a appointment?
I'm sorry, this is not Felicia Hooper.
No, honey, this Hollywood Nail, we do special right now. Full set pedicure, only $60. You want me to make you appointment? Hello, honey.
I love it. Yeah, I love it.
Accent was crazy.
I ain't gonna front. I love it. But that's how you got to deal with these callers, man. These bill collectors, all of that.
Yeah.
Scammers. Sometimes you just don't want to be bothered, but you got to give it back to them like they trying to give it to you.
Absolutely.
I'm just saying. So, shout out to old girl doing all of that. Now, listen. You know, I got to keep it 100. Mm-hmm. Is there somebody in your life? It could be a family member, could be a coworker, could be whatever.
Right.
Somebody that sometimes gets on your nerves.
Yeah. That's a real question.
Yeah, and you wish you could just slap the ish out of them. You just wish you get a free pass. You just get a free pass and just boom.
Yeah.
So this is what they're doing in Thailand. In Thailand, they're creating an image of the person that gets on your nerves. Check this out. Peep this out. Do we wish we had this in our life? Here's the clip. Look, Kiss.
Thailand, you can freely beat up your boss, ex-partners, and anyone you dislike. This is a famous clay sculpture shop in Thailand, where the owner creates clay statues based on photos provided by customers. After that, you can continuously beat the statue to vent your frustrations and emotions. The statues can represent anyone you dislike, but the ones that get hit the most are probably the company bosses. To ensure customers can hit comfortably, a hard support frame is usually placed inside the statue during production. So no matter how hard you strike, the statue can withstand land your punches without falling over. If you wish, you can also buy the statue and take it home to beat it day and night. This unique service is very popular in Thailand. Although it doesn't inflict actual harm on the people you dislike, the process is quite relieving and serves as a relatively safe way to vent when you're feeling down. If such a shop opened in the United States, it would likely be very successful. While it allows for quick stress relief, the bad news is that you still have to get up early for work the next day. In Thailand, you can freely beat up your boss,
We wish we had this in America. Do you got in your mind who you would have an image of?
There is not enough clay.
Damn. What?
There is not enough clay.
Would I be one of the images?
You would never be an image, but there is not enough clay in this world to amount to the head that I need to be laid out.
Damn.
Baby, that was funny as hell.
Damn.
There's not enough clay. Oh, no. I'm sorry, but that's hilarious.
Yo.
That's better than the Rage Room. That's almost as fun as the Rage Room.
Keep it 100, y'all. Who would you make an image of? Go ahead. You could comment. You could tell us.
Who would you make an image of?
Oh, there'd definitely be.
You got a long list?
And there'll be a few people I would make an image of. And I can't even say it.
I know.
But it's somebody I used to do some work for. Put it that way.
Okay.
I'm gonna be nice. But yeah.
I got a couple of ideas.
Yeah. It would go down. It would definitely go down.
It's about to go down.
It would definitely go down.
Yo.
Yeah, so who would be the person y'all would have the image made of? Would it be somebody in your family? Would it be a coworker? Would it be a friend, ex-friend, ex-boyfriend, ex-partner? Who would it be? Is there anybody you could name on air or no?
Anybody that I can name?
On air.
I feel like the person that I would name, he's no longer living. But it'll probably be my God. It'll probably, I hate even using that term, the man who was labeled to be my godfather, who touched me when I was a child. I would definitely put his head on a swivel 3 times.
Tracy said she would break her wrist punching that mask.
Yeah.
Alicia said too many people.
Yeah.
Felicia said no one. Really, Fee? No one. So nobody,
Nobody, Felicia?
Come on, Fee.
Dang.
You know, we done had convos,
I'll
Fee.
start
You sure?
there and I'll leave it there.
All right.
Everybody else, I'll keep to myself.
All right. I'm going to leave it alone. Now, listen.
Man.
You know, normally I don't even like showing it's like this, but this was crazy because I think actually the female got the best of this guy. You sent me a clip of, and they was arguing in front of a deli or something happened in front of the deli.
I wasn't proud of her at all. I'm sorry. You
wasn't proud of her?
Women, like, we have to stop. Like, stop putting it. If you're in a situation or you're in a predicament with a man, do not act like you're a man. Like, I don't understand what's so hard with being a woman. She was acting like she was like one of the boys. Yeah.
He was trying to show a little restraint.
And then he didn't. And then that's what happens. And when you get hurt, it's, he did da-da-da-da. You shouldn't be approaching a man like that. Get somebody else to fight your battles like that.
But I'm going to keep it 100. At this point in my life, right, at my age and this point in my life, because me, at this point in my life, I'm going to tell y'all a little something quick about me. At this point in my life, I like waking up every day, and there's 2 things I like doing. Either working or having fun or making sure my work is fun.
Mm-hmm.
But there's 2 things. I love to work. You know, a lot of people are like, work? You like to work? No, I actually like to work.
Yeah.
And I like to just have fun and have a good time. So most people know me. Like, it's hard to take me out my character. But if you do, that's when you get, you get the Hulk.
Silence, fool.
Usually I just like to have a good time. So I'd rather people just keep me having a good time.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, I teach my daughter and just all the girls in my life, my nieces. I mean, most of them know better, but it's like, stop putting hands on men. When you're a woman, that should be the last result.
If he said, I will slap you now.
Yo. I'm so dead.
Yeah. Shout out to Chris.
Tracy said, just say he's a politician. We got it.
Yeah. Facts. All right, so here's I'm gonna go to this.
Yeah, to the clip.
To this clip. So,
Jesus.
What's your thoughts
Mama,
on?
do better.
What's your thoughts on this? Here's the clip.
You grab my neck like that again, you want to have a real problem. Who got trained?
Watch your fucking mouth. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Get him.
You got somebody for me?
Get
Call
him.
Mama Vision. I want.
Get
I need
him. Get him. Get him. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
Watch.
Watch your fucking mouth. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. I told you. Call who the fuck you want to call, nigga. I'll kill you out here. Yo, fuck out of here.
Oh, what the fuck? Get this bitch started.
I can't. I ain't touching her.
Get this bitch. Let my hand do it, cause I'm like, Put, get this bitch. Put, come here. I need help. Put, get this bitch. Put, come to work. Come to work. Put, I got a big ass. I got a gun on me. Put. Let me go. Alright, I don't care what y'all do. Yo, alright, take this. I'm about to fuck this bitch. Take this. Give me the gun on camera and everything. This motherfucker. Yo, this is my car. Look, oh my God. She's bleeding. Now she's not. She's bleeding. Get off that girl like that, man. Come on. How did he try like that? Yeah, he was. Stop jumping. Oh, shit. You can't beat on me. I'm trying to break it up. Baby. All right, let's go. Come on. What the fuck? No. Man, how you doing to get this girl?
Yeah, I just want to know who was wrong? Who was wrong in that situation? Real talk. Be honest, y'all. Be honest.
My whole thing is
who was wrong?
I saw at first when he first like kind of like shoved her a little bit. I said what I said. I just don't feel as a woman you should ever put yourself in a predicament to put hands on a man like that. You're not gonna win. You're not gonna win. I don't care who you are, and it's just the respectable thing to do is to just take your L. Whatever's happening, let a guy step up for you. You swing it and you posting up like this, like you. Come on, like we got to do better. Seriously. Seriously, nobody should be putting hands on nobody.
Let me see what the people say.
Nobody.
Felicia said, "I teach my girls to not throw a punch.
If you can't take a punch,
can't take a punch,
and don't hit my son. Yo."
No, but
because the thing is that most men with a good upbringing are gonna have restraint. You can tell that he was trying his best.
He was.
But when you start punching somebody in the face, what you think is gonna happen?
Let me tell you. So I can share this story.
All levels. That's crazy.
I can share this story now because I got a lot of female friends and females that's close to me today. That if they knew a female was trying to abuse me, and I can say it like this now, they would step in because they know me, they know I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? So there was a situation. This is way, way, way before Sandy. It was a situation when I was dealing with a certain female, and I think somebody is listening to the show now that was actually there.
Okay.
And I used to go to TGI Fridays a lot and watch Young when it was open.
Right.
So again, I was in there with this young lady, and me and her was involved and everything, and I was cool with all the female waitresses there.
Right.
So when the waitress came in, haven't seen me in a long time, said, "Hey, Norm," came up, whatever, gave me a hug, kissed me on the cheek. So this chick I was there with was like, she just started blacking out, like, "Who's that B?" And I said, "A waitress." "Oh, y'all effing?" Right? So this is how I knew. I'm like, oh, here we go.
The BS,
yeah.
right?
I'm like, nah, we good. Whatever. You're lying to me. And right in the restaurant, around people, she just goes, pow, right in my face. So some of my boys were sitting at the bar, female or two that I knew was sitting in the corner and everything. I was like, I said, "Yo, let's go." My food didn't come yet, nothing, right? I put $50 down. Boom. My food didn't come yet. I know what I ordered. Whatever. My food didn't come yet. I said, let's go. Let's go. Oh, now you want to go because you must be effing with that at the bar. And I was like, yo, let's go. She was getting out of hand. I walked outside. One of my boys, that one I said that's probably listening right now, was outside smoking a cigarette. As soon as I walked out the door, I turned around. She goes,
again?
Pow, right? And I'm taking it. I'm taking it. I'm like, let's get in the car. Right? So this is how I'm looking.
You telling her to get in the car?
I said, no, let's get in the car.
She would have got left around the sidewalk.
One, she was from out of state.
Don't care.
I wasn't going to leave. Right? And she was staying at my house.
Don't care. Stay somewhere else.
And she was staying at my house.
You gonna bring her back in the house after she done punch you in the face twice?
So listen.
You're driving me to drink.
Right? 2 million people around there knew me, whatever like that. So here's the crazy part. So again, I'm in Watchung. I'm on 22. Right? She gets in the car. Right? I turn on the car. I start driving off, and she punches me in the face.
Because you shouldn't have let her back in the car.
When I'm driving. So I'm like,
Norman.
I just needed to get back to the house.
Listen to mama.
Hear me out.
Never let them back in the house.
No, but hear me out. Hear me out. Because she had all her stuff in my house, right? So I'm like, yo, what the heck? And she keep talking about this waitress chick. This is how I knew. I was like, oh, man, I ain't
not doing this again.
Yeah, I can't do this again, right? And I was working with her, doing music with her, whatever. But we was involved. So we get in the house. As soon as I get in the house, she jumps on me. Blah, blah, blah. Who the F was that? B, who? Blah, 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 blah. So I said, you know what? I said, you hit me again. She said, what? She said, I'll call the cops. I said, call them. Mm-hmm. Call them. Please call Plainfield Police. Right? So, didn't hear it back nothing. I said, matter of fact, let me call them. I called them. They came. They saw the mark on me.
I would have been calling in the car.
No, they saw the mark on me. They was going to take her down.
That's nasty.
I begged them not to take her down. But I told her, I was like, tomorrow morning, I was like, you out.
You got to go, because that's crazy work.
I was like, it's a wrap. So all my peeps
and you let her stay the night?
Listen.
I hope you was sleeping behind a closed door.
Nah, I went in another room
in boom.
So yeah, but at the same time, packed her ish up. I had somebody come and watch, blah blah blah. Another friend of mine, and she packed her ish up, whatever. But I say all that to say,
that's insane. Is
that I had so much restraint that particular night, and my peoples was calling me up like crazy, like boom, boom, boom. Now, had that been like this day and age, like I got a lot of female friends and female cousins that would have just boom, you know what I'm saying? But it's like nah.
Crazy.
So when I look at a video like this, you know what I'm saying? When I look at it, I say all that to say, when I look at a video like this, I'm like, brother he still had serious restraint.
Yeah.
Because I remember, again, I'm telling y'all that situation because this person had an issue. Then I found out later this person had issues.
Obviously.
You know what I'm saying? So
so I'm going to say this. The one thing that bothers me about that clip, you know me. You know I can't stand clickbait, right? And I can't stand backstories. And I can't, or lack of backstories or not knowing what started it, whatever, right? Because at first, it looked like he was a little bit either high or intoxicated, and maybe he might have said something or did something to her, and that's why she was like, oh, who you talking to? And then she reacted, right? I don't think it's ever okay as a woman to put hands on a man, period, and vice versa, right? But in certain situations, let's just say she was walking down the street and he was intoxicated and maybe he touched her or did something to her that made her say like, yo, what's wrong with you? And that's why she reacted. If somebody's trying to harm me, I'm swinging with dear life. I'm going to do whatever I can to protect myself, but I'm not going to try to fight a man straight on like I could beat you, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And there's people around, they should have stopped her. Those people around, they should have stopped her like, nah, you don't do that. You're a woman. They should have pulled her back. So I feel like everybody in that situation was wrong.
Yeah, it's
everybody.
It's tough, man, because you know me. I'm the whole I rock with the whole, domestic violence awareness and all of that, whatever.
Same.
But that, like, the situation I'm telling you about, yo, Kiss.
But it happens both ways, and people don't get that.
Kiss.
That's
and
nuts.
it's like, I already know, because if I would have put my hands out it, you know what I'm saying? And it's like,
we probably wouldn't be sitting here.
Yeah, we probably would. And that's the whole thing. And it's like, and I didn't want to say anything to my female cousins or my female friends.
Yeah.
Because I know how they would have reacted.
You already know how we rally. We ride at dawn.
Yeah. I know how they would have reacted. So Tracy said, I would have left her on the corner.
Right.
Then I would have driven home, packed up her luggage,
drove
back to the corner
and
threw her luggage out the car window at her.
I'm that female cousin. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
So Born King said, stop putting your hands on people, period. It's wild, but if it's me and I'm removing myself before she can even be coming towards me, he said, nasty work, but you dodged that one, King.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
I dodged it, and I think about that today. I'm like, if I would have reacted.
That's a perfect example of when people show you who they are the first time, believe them.
But the thing is, it's also, too, because of who she was and who she's associated with. That's
Don't
why
care. Don't care. Don't put your hands on me.
And yeah, that's another reason, too.
But that's crazy, because she disrespected you, and you over here protecting her. No.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah,
crazy.
That's very crazy.
Yeah. It's the life we live in.
Yep.
Oh, we got time to go to this next thing. I definitely want to talk about. We talked about the story, this scam calls, female fights. Oh, this is a deep one, so I'll go here with this one. Here's my thing. All right, and how would you handle, right? Mm-hmm. So your brother and this girl hooks up, right?
Okay.
Your brother, this girl hooks up. Yeah, they hook up.
Yeah.
They have a little baby together. Or at least you think they have a baby together.
Okay.
5 years later, 6 years later, somehow you find out that's not his kid. You got attached to the baby. He got attached to the baby. All of that, whatever. You find out. So he finds out, and he's like to the girl he dealing with, yo, get out the house, blah, 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 blah. 4 days later, the 6-year-old girl knocks at his door, wanting to see him. You see my daddy, blah, 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 blah.
The child that ain't his. DK, supposedly.
Right.
Okay.
So, and this happens.
Right.
So I'm going to show y'all the clip. This happens. I mean, how do you deal with that? So for 6 years, you've been thinking this is your daughter. 6 years.
Yeah.
You've been thinking this was your child.
Your child.
For 6 years, though, Kiss.
Yeah, you don't play with people like that. That's crazy.
But should his anger be? The anger should be with the mama.
Yeah, it's not the child's fault.
But should he still accept the child in his life? Real talk. Should he still accept the child in his life?
Let's see the clip. I gotta see the clip first. I mean, not really, but.
All right, here's the clip.
Yeah.
You need to leave, bro. I'm telling y'all need to leave. Y'all need to leave, bro. Y'all need to leave, bro. Y'all need to leave, bro.
Don't talk to your sister like that.
We
don't talk
the last 6 years.
Don't talk to my sister like that.
Man, hey, bro. Hey, y'all.
I'm talking to you.
Hey, fam. Hey, bro.
I'm just saying, though,
This ain't got nothing to do with her. This ain't got nothing to do with her. Don't do her like that. She been asking about you. She missed you. She missed you. She been asking about her daddy.
Just calm down. Just calm down. Just calm down. Hey, baby, hold on. Baby, y'all good? Yes. Hold on. Hold on, John, come here.
You think you can just talk to my sister in this type of way?
No.
Just talk to her.
Don't take it out on that baby. Whatever y'all got going on, that's between me and you. But don't put them churn in it.
How you think I feel?
I told you I was sorry. I told you I was sorry. Mistakes happened. But this ain't got nothing to do with her. This is between me and you.
You need to leave, bro. I'm telling y'all need to leave.
That's nasty work. Nope.
Boo! You suck.
Yo, for real. See, okay, I got two problems with this, right?
What's the problems?
It's never the child's fault.
Okay.
Because I've seen plenty of situations with women who lay down with multiple men, get pregnant, and then try to like use the best one to latch the baby on. That's never okay, right? Because there's such a narrative out there of like deadbeat dads, and people forget. Y'all really seem to forget that there's just as many deadbeat mamas out there as there are deadbeat dads, if not more. Like, it's sickening, the statistics of that, right? But at the very least, thinking that it's okay to play with a man's heart, especially a man who loves children, who wants to be a father, who they take fatherhood seriously. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just as bad as having a kid and knowing it's your kid, but the mother's putting you on child support because it didn't work out with y'all. You're like, look, I'm not happy with you. I want to just do me and still raise my kid, whatever. And then the punishment is, oh, well, I'm going to just put you on child support. Because they know that's like, is destruction in one setting. Like, you know what I mean? One little taste of that, you're done. I feel like she obviously knew that child wasn't his. So to dangle that child in that man's face and to also allow that little girl to get close to this man thinking that's her daddy, number one, it's not the kid's fault. So maybe he could have approached the situation a little bit like more gentle. Because she's a baby. She don't know. You know what I'm saying? But at the very least, it's like, don't try to push the kid on me even more now when you know I know that it's not mine. It's like you're making the situation even worse, and then putting your daughter in a predicament like that by bringing her to him is nasty work. That's nasty. Why would you do that? Because you don't know how that man's gonna react. You see, he's physically and visibly pissed off.
So
he's hurt. He's angry. Why do that?
Bottom line, do you think he still should try to have a relationship with the child?
I don't think that he should be forced to do that because, number one, like we said, it's not his child, right? But I think that maybe he could have just been a little bit more gentle. Like I said, just a little bit more empathetic to the fact that the little girl probably doesn't know, she don't know what she's dealing with. She just thinks that's her father. So maybe just talk to, like, look, I'm, in the most gentlest way, I'm not your dad, I'm not your father, whatever. I don't know. I don't know how he could have approached it, but to act like that and like, oh, get her out of here and whatever, she's a baby and she didn't deserve that. She didn't. Because she didn't ask to be here. You get what I'm saying? Deal with the mama with that. That's trifling to her.
Shout out to Jay Anthony on checking Jay Anthony. What's good?
Exactly. I just read Carla's thing. Yeah, he needs to Carla said, let that man process what he just found out. I feel horrible for that baby. But the mama crying, don't do her like that, is the mama that did her baby like that. And it's the mama's fault. I completely agree. Yeah, don't do that. You did your baby like that. And that man has nothing to do with it. And now he's going to be looked at like he's crazy because, he didn't want to deal. You shouldn't have put him in that predicament.
Alicia said, not fair to the child, but he's not obligated.
He's not.
I feel sorry for the child.
I feel sorry for that baby. For real. Yeah.
Tracy said, I can understand his anger. Lisa said, yeah, he's the only dad she knows. This is sad for the child.
Right. It's not her fault.
Damn. Yeah, this is rough.
That's
a rough one. That's a rough call. It's rough. Yeah, I feel bad.
And that's how mental illness starts. When you put your own kids in harm's way. The mom's dirty for that. I'm sorry. Nope. I don't respect it.
So, fellas, you go on a dating profile, right? You're looking for somebody, you be like, oh, she's cute. And she cute, but this her dating profile. What we doing? What we doing, fellas?
Wait, woman's dating profile goes viral after she lists everything she expects a man to pay for if he swipes right. Christina, 39. Yo, my rent $3,400. I got 2 boys underage that need new J's and school clothes. My light bill is $350. I need a car with insurance. My hair is $200. Girl, where? Nail shop $90. I want a personal allowance of $750 a month. Groceries $1,200. Is it crack that she's smoking?
Yo, I would have kept swiping.
I would have swiped left with the quickness.
Let me tell you something right now.
You started off with my rent $3,400 on a dating app?
Any fool, I doubt it if she get any takers.
I highly doubt it.
You think she get any takers?
Let's start as she said, my hair, $200. What you doing to your hair? That's $200.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Girl.
That's crazy. All right, so I'm gonna go to this because I see what time is.
Girl, bye.
So here's the relationship topic. So shout out to Renee, Soul of a Hustler, Preston.
Yes.
She posted this up. She reposted this up. Says, we love blaming women for choosing the wrong man, but never blame the man who faked his entire personality just to get her.
And I oop.
Wow.
And I oop.
Let's deal with this. Let's dissect this. And you know, and I could say we deal with the same thing too, because some y'all women be faking y'all personality until you get into the relationship. We love blaming women for choosing the wrong man, but never blame the man who faked his entire personality just to get her. What do you have to say about that, Keisha Jenkins?
I mean, I agree with it. I've never agreed with people faking the funk just to make a good impression. I feel like your best bet is to just come as you are. Somebody will either love you and accept it, or they won't. And if they don't, then you move on to somebody who might want to deal with your foolishness. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I've never agreed with that. I've never agreed with just faking it to make it, or not showing up as you are.
And you know what? I got one of my, I'll say male friends or family members. I ain't gonna say whether they're a friend or a family.
Right.
But I see when they first get with a chick, when they first get with a woman, that they taking her. He's taking her to Ruth Chris and all these fancy places, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, listen, I'm gonna tell you this, brothers. Once you start here, you meeting a girl, and you start here with her, she gonna expect that. You start up here with her, Ruth Chris, all these fancy places, she's gonna continuously expect that.
Right.
So when you try to take her to Applebee's for that 2 for $20, she gonna be like, 2 for $20? Nah, I want that Ruth Chris steak and that lobster and that cracked crab and blah 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 blah. This is why when you try to impress women, and cats be killing me because I could say this now at my age and this point in my life.
Yeah.
Right. So throughout my life, I've been with some baddies. I've done some stupid things, whatever, just to try to impress a woman at my younger. Like I sold studio equipment to take a chick to a hotel and whatever, right? And I think about that back.
Was it worth it?
It definitely wasn't worth it.
Thing down, flip it, and reverse.
And it definitely wasn't worth it, right? So when I look back in the day, and I'm talking about this, me in my 20s, right? And I'm like, the things dudes do, like, listen, if you just be yourself from the door, look, this is me, this is my life, this is what I like, this is what I don't like, this is what I have, this is what I don't have, this is just me. These are the things that bother me, these are the things that I love, blah, 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 blah. If you throw all of that out in the beginning, and she's still there, then that's the one you try to continue to make moves with. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times you put on this representative in the beginning and whatever, and they expect you to stay there, and then you drop to your regular self, and that's when the problems arise.
Right.
And I say that not just for the fellas, but for the ladies too. and everything. Just be who you are.
Yeah.
You know,
shoot, I got. This is a funny story. I don't think I've ever said it out loud or shared it, but I met a guy years ago, like years ago, before Papa, right? For my grandson,
right?
And he kept asking me out, and I kept saying no, because I was just like afraid to just date and do whatever. So finally, I was like, okay, I'll go out with him. He seems like a nice guy, whatever. So he called me and asked me, "What do you feel like eating?" And then made a joke. And please don't take an hour because I know you women don't ever know what you want to eat. And I said, well, on the contrary, I do know what I want to eat. I want seafood. Right? And he said, well, from where? And I said, we could go to City Island. I said, City Island's dope. We could just, catch a vibe by the water. They got good frozen drinks, whatever. After that, the day, right? We had a good time. So I thought, right? We're talking, we're catching up. No, I'm just saying, because we had so much in common, all this other stuff.
Right.
2 days passed by and I didn't hear from him. I'm like, okay. So I'm just like, randomly like, hey, just want to see how you were doing, whatever. I want to thank you again for a nice time. I had a good time, blah, blah, blah. No answer for almost 2 weeks. Run into him in the street, and he sees me. It's like, it's like a deer in headlights. And I'm like, so I didn't say much. So he comes out, he's like, yo, I just want to apologize, I said, look, if you got a baby mama and kids, and you didn't tell me that, just say that. Like, it's fine. We don't ever have to speak. He said, no, I was upset because I wanted to go. I forgot what restaurant he mentioned. It was some expensive-ish downtown. He said, and then, you said you wanted City Island. And I said, well, number one, I didn't know that you had actual plans because you asked me what I wanted to eat. You never said, hey, I want to take it to this spot, blah, blah, blah. You put it in my hands to decide. So I'm like, okay, then he cares about what I want to eat. Now you mad because I chose City Island? His thing was, because I like expensive things and I like, and it just seems like, you're not really like, you don't really care about that. I don't. So I'm a terrible woman because I wanted to go somewhere cheaper. You tell me you taking me to Applebee's for 2 for $20 or the Buffalo Wild Wings for some lemon pepper steppers? You already know how I'm doing it. How many wings can I eat on my own, Norm?
A lot.
Let's be for real.
A lot. I'd be like, yo, you want the 6? And she'd be like,
I'd be like, 6?
She'd be like, can we get to 16? I'd be like, yo, you gonna eat 16 wings? I'm thinking like she gonna share or whatever like that. She'd be like, can we get to 16 wings?
I share.
You don't be wanting to though.
But I will.
She don't be wanting to share.
The thing is, no, it's not that I don't want to.
She'll give up a wing, right? But the look on her face, like, I could have ate them all.
But I have, though, right?
Yeah.
He took a picture of me one time with a 15-piece.
I wish I had that picture, yo.
I have it. It's in my phone somewhere. We'll bring it next week.
Yo.
But it's like, how you do that?
Yo, you can eat some wings and things. That's
what I'm saying. So it's wrong. It's wrong when a woman just likes the simple things, like just like regular.
Nah,
regular
that's beautiful.
Like take me to Grace Papaya and get 2 hot dogs and a papaya drink.
We love it. They still got
I'm
those?
the happiest girl. Yes.
What they cost now though? Because I know they ain't 50 cents.
Nah, for 2 hot dogs and a drink, I think it's like probably $8 or something.
It's $8 now.
Yeah.
Damn.
And it's funny because the one that I used to always go to as a kid with my mom and my sister on 86th Street, they switched locations, but they're still on 86. And my sister went in there like months ago. And the guy, Muhammad, who's been there since we were kids, he treated her like ish. And she flipped on him like, I've been coming here since I was 12 years old. She got so emotional. But it's little things like that are like nostalgic for us. So like, y'all men would really get mad because I say, let's go get some glizzies. If you're going to ask me what I want to eat, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, $8 for some meat that's going to kill you. All right.
Child, let me tell you something. But Grace Papayas are the best hot dogs. Those, Nathan's, and Sabrets. But nowadays, I don't know because they took them out 71% of DNA.
Hold on. Tasha said, Kiss, I'm the same way.
That doesn't impress me. It doesn't.
And then Alicia said, dang, Norm, Kiss, did you have the chicken in your mouth like the chick had the steak in her mouth? Yes, she did.
No, we went to City Island.
No, she's talking about the wings.
Oh, the wings?
The wings. She's
baby girl. Let me tell you something. When it comes, I don't eat like an animal.
You tore them damn.
I eat like an animal. I just enjoy. I enjoy wings.
With the wings.
I scarf down like that.
I might have videos.
I keep it classy.
No, I might have videos somewhere.
I don't look like that though.
You be having blue cheese hanging.
Don't lie. Oh my
all that.
That is
all
such
that.
a lie.
Yo.
Norman.
Yo.
Norman, don't lie to mama.
Yo.
That is such a lie.
Cheese I'll be like, God damn. right? And I'll be scared to reach. Look, y'all, I'm gonna keep it 100. She wasn't put her on blast. No, I'm gonna put her on blast. Right? And she be eating away. She be like effing them up, right? Right? And then I'll be scared to reach over for a fry.
That's a lie, because I don't even care about the fries.
Because I'll be I'm like, yo, she gonna bite me. She gonna bite me.
No, you know I don't care about the daggone fry.
Yeah.
That's how y'all know he lying, because I don't even care about the fries.
Yeah, all right.
How many times do I always say, I don't really need fries? He always goes, we'll share them. I just want my wings.
Yeah, whatever, yo.
Stop your lies. That's
whatever,
madness. Yo. Oh, God.
Listen.
Yo, he really is, Alicia. She said, you throwing me under the bus. I do not act like that. I don't act like that
Alicia, fam, I ain't lying. Yo, she don't play about the wings.
Let me tell you something. I am not afraid to say that even at the cancer event, me and the girls got them twice for the buffet. Twice, and we did not care.
Listen,
we like to eat. We're foodies.
I pray we win these Prudential tickets, right?
Yeah.
Because you're going to beast on that buffet. That buffet they have there, yo, it's the truth. When I tell you, they make up for you not being close to the concert.
Yeah, they take care of
because of how they do the. So if we win these box seats at Prudential, we're gonna be wilding. But I will do secret video for y'all of her getting the food. I will do secret video for y'all.
I'm gonna be watching you.
Yo,
I'm gonna be
of her
watching
getting
you.
the food. Like, yo, look at this. Yum, 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 yum. That's her.
I love to eat, y'all. I'm a foodie.
It's all good.
I don't apologize.
It's
for
all
it.
good. All right. Listen.
Terrible.
Before we go real quick, be careful of technology, y'all. Because, yo, they are wilding out. Did you hear about the robots now? They got the fake wombs that really could produce human babies now. Yes. And they're developing this in Asia.
Yo.
And I'm like, yo, it's real. You know me, I do my research before I do a story. All right, go ahead.
It looks like China's artificial womb plan may come into play as early as next year. Scientists are calling it an artificial womb system, a machine that can carry a baby from conception to birth using artificial, oh my God, I can't believe this, amniotic fluid and a simulated umbilical cord. Early reports suggest the price could be around $14,000 with prototypes expected by 2026. The global fertility market is already worth over $35 billion. So if this takes off, it could flip healthcare, biotech, and childcare on their heads. The question is this a breakthrough for families who can't have children or the first step towards birth becoming business? Come on, man.
So China's just built tech that potentially lets men opt out of women and the cookie at the same time. You see what I did there? But on a serious note, it's not IVF and it's not surrogacy. Scientists are calling it an artificial womb that can carry a baby from conception to birth with a simulated umbilical cord, nutrients on tap, and they're talking about releasing it for 2026 for around $14,000. It's giving pod generation vibes to me, but forget the shock factor. Think about this. If China cracks this, it controls the future of labor, population, and even family structures. And the business, healthcare, biotech, childcare, trillion-dollar industries completely flipped on their head. Right now, ethical and legal debates are already underway. The system uses artificial amniotic fluid and nutrients pumped through a tube mimicking the umbilical cord. And here's where we have to pause, because this could actually be really life-changing for couples who are unable to conceive or to have children. So yes, I confess that this was me being a bit clickbaity in the title, right? But only because I think it's important that we understand what's going on in the world. And at the same time, we really, really, really cannot sleep on the dystopian angle. A tool meant to fix infertility could be co-opted into cold, engineered human systems. And while this is a worst case scenario, imagine this in state hands, military labs, or even used to sideline women entirely. Sci-fi is really starting to look a little bit like world policy, and we know China has already been gating fertility. So this could be weaponized, not just helpful. And of course, women play so much more of an important role, but It is really worrying to think about how this may further disrupt the very blueprint of the family unit. Here's the business lesson, right? Every time biology becomes technology, it stops being just nature and starts being an asset class. Whoever owns this tech won't just own the machines themselves. They'll own access to life itself. And that means power, policy, and profit locked in one place. And when we zoom out and look at Africa, right now, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation are backing an 8-year fertility drug on the continent. Maybe these aren't as disconnected as we think. And honestly, it's starting to look a little bit like Black Mirror is catching up with the...
Let's get real for a minute. So they're working on this technology now, right? So the nice thing, they say, well, for those couples that can't have babies.
They're trying to drag it in.
And sugarcoat it, right?
No.
But here's the thing. So you got AI with your baby in a robot's womb, right?
Right.
With the umbilical cord, all of that, right? So y'all do know the more information you feed AI and that it sees throughout data systems and in it, the more intelligent it gets.
Right.
Who's to say that you think that you're getting this baby, that this is going to be your baby, and then that AI robot's like becomes territorial, like, this is my baby.
Yeah.
And try to kill you behind.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You thinking that's going to be your baby or whatever like that. Yo, you got to, technology is getting crazy right now. Listen, I'm tapping on 60 years old.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see too many people biting on that. Because I think about my situation, right? And you know my situation. I had to have a hysterectomy because I had terrible fibroids, so I can't have children anymore, right? Not by choice. I wish I would have had more information. But I think about a situation that I had where I didn't date this guy, right? Because, mind you, wanted to give me the world, whatever, and I believed him because he was a great guy. I didn't go through with it because I didn't think that I was enough for him. Not because of me as a person, but I'm like, this man wants kids. How am I going to do this? Right. And he was even going to the length of, we'll do surrogate. He wanted to like go the extra mile. And I'm just like, damn, that's beautiful. That's sweet because who would want to go through all that? But in the same token, I'm one of those women who I want to be able to feel the process. I want to be able to feel the child growing inside of me. Right. I want to be able to bond with the child from birth up until I give birth or whatever the case may be.
Right.
So I don't see women like me being okay with watching their child grow in this capsule that belongs to a robot, like you said, that can ultimately, at the end of the day, now you have to let go of that child, and now this android's following me to kill me and the baby?
Because
they're designed...
AI gets human characteristics after a while.
But
you know
you've seen these robots thus far, right? How they're tweaking out, they're beating people up. And
absolutely.
Why would I want anything that's a product of that?
But see, this is like, it's getting...
That's sick.
It's
that's
getting
sick.
crazy.
That's sick.
And
that's
now...
unnatural.
And now, so...
Nope.
Yo, and it's funny, but it's not funny. So you know how they got like car washes?
Yeah.
A car wash, you drive your car to the car. Now they're making human people wash capsules.
What?
And this, yes.
Oh, yes. I just saw this yesterday.
Yeah, that's crazy, right? So Japan has created a human washing machine which cleans and dries you in 15 minutes.
Okay.
Now,
I'll be down with it. Right?
I don't know because
what if they drown you?
No, yeah. What if it don't
what
open
if it
up?
locks and then you drown?
What if it don't open up?
Nope.
And then the drying process requires heat. That's like
now
you in a dryer. Like you in a dryer. If that thing malfunctions, hell with that. I'm sorry. I'll stick with old school.
Crispy human.
Yeah. So
pass
the
me a washcloth and I'll do it myself.
Exactly. New AI powered human washing machine can wash and dry your entire body in just 15 minutes while tracking your vitals and even reading your mood to create a spa-like experience.
Wow. Originally dreamed up in 1970, this futuristic pod is now reality. Filled with micro-bubble water, calming visuals, and smart sensors that leave you clean, refreshed, and relaxed. All faster than a shower. What do you mean?
I seen the actual video. So there's actual video.
Is there?
The man got it. Yeah, no, I seen it. And he got in there, whatever like that. And
I'm sorry.
And,
no.
And shout out these water crystals or whatever, like they're cleaning them up in the soap and all that.
I'd rather wash myself. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I just to be locked into something that's first of all claustrophobic as hell, so I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
If you tell me I'm gonna stand in a giant room where you're gonna get hit with spars I might try that. But I'm still scared of some malfunction happening, and then the whole room gets dark.
You're not putting
now
me
I'm
in
frying, and now I'm a side piece of pernil and con con. I'm not doing it.
You're not putting me in the bubble.
You're not doing it.
I'm sorry.
Let me see. We got some comments.
Yeah, let's read.
I'm on YouTube right now. So Born King said, my friend did too. She kept going to get food. He's talking about the buffet at the cancer event.
Okay.
One of his friends was there, and we kept getting back online. He was talking about the foodie stuff. Carla said, Jesus is on his way. He's tired of our mess. Yo, for real.
Yeah. Alicia said this.
Alicia said, please do. Oh, we're talking about the wings? Girl, don't.
Yeah. Lisa, shout out to Lisa Watkins. She said, technology has been crazy.
Yeah. And Carla said, that sets off my final destination anxiety.
Yeah,
yes.
Man, I ain't messing around.
Absolutely.
Y'all can I'll wash up the old-fashioned way.
Yep.
Because I can get my bizzles like nobody else can.
Oh, anyway. My God.
Anyway, listen. Oh, we grown here. Listen. Well, thank everybody for joining us on the Storm Warning Show.
Jeez Louise.
Again, we're going to keep it 100 here and everything. There's more we had to talk about, but it's time. It's that time. We got to go. We want to thank our guest tonight.
Yes.
Brian.
I'm sorry, Brian Branch Price.
Yes, Brian Branch Price, famed photographer.
Yes.
And Black Cowboy.
Yes.
And historian.
Yes.
And everything. We want to thank our guest tonight. And we also want to thank y'all for rocking out with us.
Absolutely.
And adding y'all input to the show and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And again, don't forget, if you're in the area, we'll be me and Hurricane Kiss will be doing Frozen Friday karaoke. Come on out to 137 New Market Road.
American Legion.
Yes, American Legion, Denellen, New Jersey. And have a good time. We have a good time.
Yes,
it's
we do.
Vibe.
6:30 p.m. to 10:30. Sometimes we go a little bit over when we're vibing, but you can come in, get some free wings, get some free smacker rolls. The truck is also in the back if you want to support and buy some more, take them home.
But the music and the vibes is always great.
Yes.
Pick a song to do for karaoke and have some fun. It's all about having fun, y'all. And don't forget, next Saturday, right, is the ultimate karaoke party. It's going to be at the Plainfield Performing Arts Center, affectionately known as PPAC.
724 Park Avenue, Plainfield, New Jersey.
Yes. We rocking from 7 to 11 p.m. Get there early. Get there like 6:30ish, whatever. Claim your spot and everything like that. We're going to have fun. It's going to be karaoke times 10.
Yeah, we're going to have 3 viewing screens so people can stand wherever they want to stand and just come and have a good time. Just come with a good vibe and we'll provide the rest.
Absolutely. All right, listen, we want to thank everybody for rocking out with us on the Storm Warning Show. We appreciate y'all as always. Hope y'all enjoyed yourself. Hope y'all got some information too tonight. And it was just great conversation, dialogue.
Absolutely.
With y'all as well. Love y'all commentary as always.
As always. Yeah.
And again, remember, this show was never about us.
It is always about you.
Because you are the next best kept secret.
Yes, we love y'all.
Yeah, we love y'all.
And all my ladies, go get your mammograms, please. Seriously, go get checked out and stay on top of your health. And you men as well, go get your prostates checked, all that. Like, it's serious, for real.
Yeah.
We love you guys for tuning in always.
And Kiss, again, want to say how much I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
And everything, and making strides for cancer.
And shout outs to Making Strides, the cancer organization. Yes, we're going to be in Bay Plaza October 4th. They're honoring me. I don't know what that consists of, but I'm grateful to God that, I was able to go through something traumatic in order to be able to lend and, some type of advice to any other woman who's struggling right now. Or anybody with cancer. It doesn't have to be breast cancer. Any type of cancer, because it's a deadly disease that's taking so many lives. So God bless you all, whoever is still fighting. And shout outs to my family, my sisters, just all my family and friends who've been supporting me since, day one and who continue to pray for me. I love you guys for real from the bottom of my heart.
Yes. All right, y'all. Thank you. God
shout
bless.
Out to Julie.
Good night.
Good night.
warning show. Turn it